And now we are back to the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 4. We are now on day 2 of the Grand Finals. And once again, we are your casters for tonight. My name is Annie, and with me is Mike. Mike, what do you think about the final so far?
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry for that. I believe that all of the teams are now ready, and probably day two will be about just gathering a lot of points. So these teams that will be facing head to head, once again, they have recognized their teams and they respect their threats and the way that they play. So for now, it will just be a lot of points gathering, and then tomorrow would be securing the spot for the finals.
Yeah, exactly. So for today, not much pressure just yet. This isn't their final chance yet. They have 12 matches, including this first Sanhok map. So for now, it's all about trying to get as much points as possible and maybe getting a momentum going. And then maybe in the future, they'll try to secure a spot in the top four and eventually qualify for the LAN event later on. So once again, we are back to the Sanhok map. A little bit of a warm up for today, for day 2, before we go and go ahead and go to the bigger maps such as Erangle and Miramar.
And with these teams right here, TUI Easy Esports, once again, it's gonna be Sanhok the first game for all of the tournament days, and I think for these teams that will be doing it, Sanhok would be really a good map for warm up. And there we have it. Seems like one of them already down. It seems like the movement for this round have already begun, and it's just gonna be a lot of threats later on as they face towards each other.
Yes, exactly. So something fun's already happening. Several downs all over the map, several knocks as well. Two different engagements actually between four different teams, and now we can see a first blood going in to the team of Tranquility. And with that, one more team loses a member for the rest of this match. It's not a good start for them, but still, this is still the first map out of 6, so not much pressure just yet. And once again, a third engagement, a third early game engagement for this map.
And it seems like the second member of Lons right there already dropped, waiting for that revive. But for now, TTS Esports are also with Cloud right here, looking for possible engagement, especially that they have hunted one of their members from Lons Esports down. Just gonna wait to confirm that one, but it's looking good for TTS Esports right here.
Yeah. TTS, they're just kind of having their crosshairs out. And very early on, it's not even 3 minutes into the game, they have some pretty decent guns. So that's gonna be an advantage for them. They're just gonna go and hunt down the rest of the members of Lons Esports. And hopefully, for the side of Lons Esports, they should go ahead and find some better guns. But I don't know if they have the luxury of going around into the open space. They might get shot down by TTS if they're not careful. That's definitely gonna happen in the future if ever they misstep. But over here, to Easy Esports, they're also out in this high ground, trying to see if they can pick off more members from Tranquility.
And there we have it with Boko 69. Still, they have the higher gun. That's actually good. But on the off screen right there, we do get a kill from side of Go 2.0. Still, I think this is one of the fastest games because it looks like the players that here are already prepared. Leons, however, Choti still finds kill for their team as well. And the rest of Club Leons with Joker already prepared on what's to come right now, especially that they are just about to meet their demise with other team. But if they do manage to fight them off guard, then they will win this one. For now, Bum Bum from Go 2.0 manages to find a kill. And it does look like Go 2.0 has been noisy pretty lately with Velocity 9 finding a kill. But for now, back to the action right here for Go 2.0. Sherry spots one, and now they will get another kill. Still, one member will need some revive for their team, but Bum Bum right here still trying to fight back against Velocity 9 as well. And, it just very, very careful for this one.
Yeah, one versus one in the staircase. It seems that Bumble will be losing that one. And so everyone else from Go 2.0 comes to the rescue. They are now outnumbered. That would be V9 being outnumbered by Go 2.0. But then again, Go 2.0, they're still pretty much in trouble. They need to revive two members. But then again, they're already on the third elimination. They might be hunting down for their fourth if ever they spot another player from V9, but for now, they have the opportunity to go ahead and revive the two members that need, their health backup.
And with now Go 2.0 resurrecting their teammate right here, while preparing, of course, to battle it out with the last member from Velocity 9. A bit far, but he's also prepared for that one. Para just looking for some information before it proceeds. The grenade will hit him, leaving with low HP. He just tries to hide behind the house, but he goes down, and that's gonna be an elimination. Go 2.0 now, the first eliminating the first team. That's gonna be game over. Velocity 9.
Yeah, not a good start for V9. Then again, what could they have done when they were completely outnumbered? It was just Para left, and all the while, Go 2.0, they were still complete. And now, with that complete team wipeout by just the hands of Go 2.0, that's four eliminations to their name. But now they have to move around and get into the play zone because for now, the circle is not favoring their location, so it's quite easy to rotate, especially in Sanhok, and especially since this is still a stage 1 circle. So, not much pressure. All they can do is walk, and now even Leva's over here is just taking their time looting up the place before really just going ahead and taking that circle for themselves.
For now, 2MS Esports still trying to look for targets or clear whites from Club Leon's going down, and they're just confirming that kill right there. Lazy from 2MS will get him, and the rest of 2MS Esports still trying to fight back and looking for another opening right here to fight, especially against Choti, the last member for Club Leons. He will actually go for some power drink right now while trying to navigate that later on. But in the off-screen kill, we do find a kill from the side of RTC Tranquility. That's going to be from Titan to Easy Esports running away, trying to dodge the bullets. He gets out of the car. The shot's trying to connect right there, leaving with low HP remaining. And it's going to be up to Boko 69 if he can survive this one. His last teammate, however, still high health, but will probably find it difficult to resurrect him later on if he goes down. Boko 69 still very low now. Just one more hit before he goes down. Chubby 01 will probably just chill it back here, wait for Boko 69 to actually come up. And now Titan manages to end Boko 69, trying to go down, hoping for some resurrection. But it looks like Chubby 01 might just get lured out here if if Tranquility will manage to push themselves through here.
Yeah, Tranquility doesn't manage to find Chubby 1, however, and now that was a successful resurrection. And rather, Two Easy Esports, they're back to a two-man team, but all the while, Club Leon is not over for them just yet. Looks like Choti's in trouble, and with that, he's the last person standing, going down. And with that, the rest of his team as well. Another team elimination for this map. Going down, that would be Club Leon's by the hands of 2MS Esports.
Mhm. And with that, 2MS Watts, of course, still looking for just looting up, especially preparing for the fight later on, 8 minutes into the game, and it does look like two teams have been eliminated, though other teams have already been heavily wounded, with 2MS and Lons, only two members remaining for the team. NG still looking good, but right here on the off screen, we do have a kill from the side of Fen Returns. It's going to be Jumbo, confirming that one against the side of Concept. And here we have it. It does look like Concept right here is just being ambushed and just being attacked by all of those teams. 2MS also finds a kill for them. And here we have it. Lazy is trying to spot them. The shot's trying to connect, leaving with a few members from Concept low on health.
Yeah, 2MS Esports, they have their crosshairs out. They're trying to find a good shot against Concept, but so far they're not finding that just yet. And so, just taking a look at their stats real quick, they do have 5 eliminations, but they're down to a two-man team. And so, they'll have to be extra careful because mostly they're pretty much outnumbered in comparison to the other squads. And so, over here, Fen Returns are doing quite well, only 1 elimination. However, they do have the numbers advantage. They still have a four-man squad. So, Jumbo Fan, crosshairs out, trying to see if he can get any pickoffs. But so far, he can't find any just yet. And so, they'll be taking this high ground, this pretty good location, trying to see if they can get some pickoffs. But so far, no luck. They're just gonna have to be patient for now.
Mm-hmm. And there we have it. With Fen returns still, they have actually managed to get a kill right there, and would probably they're actually quite in the open, so they have no time to loot here. Especially they might just get spotted by another team with Concept also below them, still looking for potential targets. But for now, they will be taking their time, just playing it slowly and very surely. LHC finds one wounded. It's gonna be Gold trying to heal up, and of course, I think all of the teams are just really taking it like just chilling for a while. That especially that the circle will shrink later on, and that they will have to just face each other.
Yeah, we're still 13 teams in the game, and we can see Zero on a spotted TTS, and Cloud goes down. That's the finisher as well. Aku is also next in trouble and getting bombarded with a lot of gunshots. Shafu, however, fights back, and so he's quite far away from the rest of his teammates. And actually, the rest of his teammates in question has already been eliminated. And so Shafu gets his vehicle, tries to see if he can go ahead and sweep up the mess. Maybe someone's low on health, but so far he's just repositioning. It's not a good luck just yet. And I wonder how Smokey's doing. He also has his own vehicle, and so it looks like TTS will be disengaging from this fight because they know, their position's not that good. They also don't have the numbers advantage. And so, the things that they're gonna do for now, maybe they're gonna loot this building up and then reset, find another way, another angle to approach their engagements.
Mm-hmm. Shafu here from TTS Esport. Of course, with another teammate Smokey right there. Still, they will be taking their time at least for at least a few minutes. I'm not really sure though because the circle is really starting to shrink and they might just see each other right here. Too easy, still looking good with two members remaining, and then they can actually find value with this one because there are also a lot of teams that are just left with two members, so they can actually utilize that. Probably be the third or the fourth party to join in for a fight. But for now, it is looking good for LHC with all of the members alive. Still no kills though, but they would probably look for that later on. Tranquility looking good as well for them, and with Gold 2.0, probably the best team that is looking good for them in this game. It's gonna be 2.0, Gold 2.0 with 4 kills to their name, and no, all of their members still pretty much intact.
Yeah, it's pretty much going good for them so far. And now we can see the map and the circles going in quite at the center of the play zone. So for the teams that are still quite far away from the play zone in the future, they're gonna have to move and rotate, especially Neon. They're quite far away from the next circle. So, this is gonna be a stage 4 circle. We're about to approach stage 5 as well. And already another member of OG gets eaten up by that play zone. And so we know that play zone, that circle is gonna hurt quite a lot. So they'll have to keep that in mind when planning their strategies. Of course, they have to worry about the play zone dealing a lot of damage, and they also have to worry about 13 whole other teams that are still alive and out for blood.
And it does look like Life from Fen returns, manages to find one, just waiting to confirm that kill to their team, and it does. Chubby01 will go down. Now, still waiting for Boku69 to actually go out here and go for a hunt, but does look like there are a lot of teams just joining into the fight, hoping to get inside the cram space. He goes out and gets spotted,
Quick, they
but
do have
Boku69
five.
and Simba will go down. It's gonna be a team elimination, and now Optical Gamers as well will go down, and once again they have been eliminated right here. Tranquility making a name for themselves once again right here, spots another enemies, and it does look like all of the teams are just circling them from here on out, especially that everyone is just ready for gunfights. Neon manages to find one for their team, and Yonko preparing to throw that grenade against probably a LHC.
Yeah, so this is between Neon and LHC. We might be seeing a potential engage, but LHC is not in a good position. They're outside of the circle, and slowly but surely, Bako gets one elimination in the bag against LHC. But all the while, there's also something going on against Tranquility and Go 2.0. One down on their side, but Sherry manages to get that revive in the bag. But in the distance, Titan's in trouble, very low on health. And he's going against two members of Go 2.0. And so, whether or not Titan will get finished up, that doesn't seem to be the case. Titan manages to heal themselves up, and now they're back in action. Goat versus Tranquility. Kevin Ho tries to get those sprays. Titan, however, is good behind the boulder. And so with that, Go 2.0 reveals their location. Tranquility, they'll have to find another way to approach.
And once again, Too Easy Esports getting eliminated right here, probably taking that 13th spot for this round. Not really looking good for now. It looks like Neon also going down right here. They're being hunted, and Fen returns right here, getting kills to their name, and as well as TTS Esports. But while that was happening, Concept will take the number 12 spot for this round. Optical Gamers still with their member also getting a few kills to their name. With Neon's last member just hiding behind this car, hoping that no one could spot him before actually just really hoping for that team size to actually minimize in order to claim as much placement points as they can. Lons, however, also finding kills to their game with Sherry from 2.0 manages to find one from TTS Esports. The shot's trying to connect, but it will not for now. Lons getting eliminated, taking that number 11 spot, and looks like Titan found a grenade elimination right there, and it does look like for this game Titan is just on fire, and he is literally on fire as he shows up getting spotted, getting hurt by that Molotov, and he goes down by the hands of STMZ. NG just once again showing up when they needed him, especially that all of the teams right now tight at Tranquility is getting the spotlight for now. STMZ NG just taking them down, getting a name for themselves once again. Optical Gamers still fighting back, getting kills to their name, while the teams are just really slowly decreasing right now. But for now, back to Go 2.0, still looking good for them. They're all alive. But looking for another opening right here. Still, Optical Gamers managed to find another grenade elimination right here, but does look bad right here for Bako as he's already getting spotted. He has to move back right here. LHC will take that elimination, taking the 10th place.
Yeah, it's about to get quite messy in this very, very small stage 6 circle. Several squads congregating in one area. Actually, in fact, 3 Go 2.0. They spot TTS and another squad nearby. And you can see from the mini-map, there's actually so many colors. 2MS, first to get eliminated from this mess. And so we can actually see Fenriters trying to see if they can connect any bullets against several squads to their face. And so you can see Tranquility from their western side. They have the high ground, and so there's a potential that they could get a lot of pickups from their location. But Fen returns, they are out in the open, so not as ideal as they wanted to be. Get shot at by optical gamers from a distance, and so this is what I was saying. It was not an ideal position. They were out in the open, and of course, the play zone was putting pressure on their location as well. And look at Tranquility, last person standing, going for the healing game, but gets eaten up by the play zone as well. So that
Oh,
would be
he's
the end
down.
for them. And TTS Esports, that was also the end for them getting sniped from a distance. And so now we're down to 5 teams finally in this Sanhok map, the first Sanhok map. Lots of action coming in. And so these players, they're out for blood on the second day of this grand finals.
And it does look like optical gamers have already shown themselves and just probably proving to everyone that they're also the team worthy for that another winner chicken dinner with 6 eliminations to their name. 2 members still alive. Go, however, alive with all of the members. But still, with 5 eliminations, it's just gonna be between Goat is actually looking pretty good. The rest of the team is Neon with the last member standing and Zeron as well with the last member. And here we have it, Optical Gamers adding another kill, just waiting to confirm that one. Kevin Ho actually from Go 2.0 still managed to find the kill. And for Zeron right here, he just goes into the danger zone, getting a little bit more of the damage before actually looking for a way to hide, but he gets spotted. And now Optical Gamers, it's looking pretty good location-wise for them, but for numbers, talking about numbers, I think Go 2.0 would win this one, especially that he's just right here in the house. He has to get to the danger zone in order for him to reposition. But right now, Go 2.0 is just looking for a way right here to just run him down and low on health. He tries to fight back, but it will be too late as Go 2.0 will claim the first winner chicken dinner for today.
Now, what OG Snanu was doing in the last minutes of his life was actually trying to deny that elimination against Goat 2.0. And in the end, the Playzone does claim that elimination. So, perhaps he did it right. Goat 2.0, they were trying to get that last kill. But so far, yeah, we saw in the kill feed, it was actually the Playzone that claimed that kill. So, once again, congratulations to Goat 2.0. A good start to their day 2 of the grand finals, bagging that winner chicken dinner. And so you can see in the team stats, there are 3 members with 2 eliminations each. That would be Bum Bum, Kevin Ho, and Sherry. So very good team play from these 4 members. And once again, quite decent amount of damage. But look at Bum Bum, always appearing in the top players, and as well, Go 2.0 for a good start on this day 2.
And there we have it. Match 7 for the match summary right here with 48 eliminations, 54 knockouts, 7,000 total healing, and 4 grenade eliminations. Really one of the fast games right here, especially considering it's Sanhok. And here we have the MVP. That's gonna be Jumbo from Fen Returns with 5 eliminations and a 547 damage. A good way to start today, day 2 of just gathering a lot of points. And later on, after all of these games for day number 2, you'd probably see some notable teams that would be claiming their placement points. For now, right here, the match 7. Once again, here are the top players to be followed by Thugs from 2MS Esports and Abe from Optical Gamers. I've also noticed them in the kill feed. They're just racking up a lot of kills. And Nanu from Optical Gamers as well. It seems like both of them are really trying to make it out alive right there, and they do manage to get a lot of placement points and a lot of kill points for their team. Trying Titan from Tranquility also making a name for themselves a while ago, just getting a lot of those skills and a lot of damage as well.
Suspicious for Nanu, however, with 290 damage and 4 eliminations. However, these are the match rankings for our first match for today. Of course, GOAT gets those 10 placement points with 6 eliminations with a total of 16 points. So coming in second is OG with 13 points. Zeron comes in third with 9, Fan with 8, Neon with 7, and so on and so forth. That was our top 5 for our first match. And so for these teams, they have a good start, especially those who managed to rack up 5 or more points. However, in the second part of the table, of course, we can see some teams that didn't do quite well for this map. But no worries, there's still 5 more chances for today alone. And so we can see the overall rankings to MS Esports bags that first place. However, NG lags behind by only 2 points, so there's a huge possibility that 2MS could still be overtaken. Coming in third is Go 2.0, however, a little bit far off from NG. There's quite a substantial amount of points in gap, but still, it's still possible with Go 2.0 if they have some pretty good games in the future maps. Maybe they could still bag first place. It's still possible. For the rest of the teams, they are quite very close in points, especially those who are in the line of 40s. So, lots of possibilities. Still no clear winners just yet, but hopefully that'll be clearer maybe tomorrow or, in the future.
And there we have it, the second page as well for the overall rankings. And I think we've already seen starting to see a trend right here. Starting game number one very strong for of course all of these teams, and it does look like they're trying to catch up from 2MS Esports. 2MS didn't really notice a kind of a momentum from them on this game, so they could really probably be overtaken by other teams, especially with Goat, especially with the rest of those teams, Tranquility as well. You know, it's they still have the chance to just widen the gap. I mean, they could actually do that on the three Erangle maps, or maybe also on the Miramar maps, Miramar matches. And I'm just gonna be excited to see that if 2MS Esports will maintain their spot and will just hold on to that number one spot.
Yeah, we actually saw 2MS. They did quite well in the group stage. And so lots of things hinging, lots of things at stake for these squads. But however, we will be moving on to match number 8 of this grand finals very soon. And so before that, of course, we'll be taking a break. So we'll be back in a few minutes. So don't go anywhere.
What is up, everyone? We are now back into the day two of the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 4. We are shoutcasters once again. I am Mike, and with me is Annie. We'll be heading on to game number 2 later on. That's going to be match number 8, the first Erangle match today. Now, Annie, what do you think?
Yeah, this is gonna be Erangle. So our first big and serious map for tonight. And of course, we're not wasting any more time. We are gonna go ahead and see the flight path for tonight, our very first flight path for Erangle. And so we can see that flight path is gonna go from the Sosnovka military base quite south, a little bit on the western side, and then it'll go all the way up to central north. And so there's a lot of hot drop spots that can be accessed. So, for example, Pochinki, Georgia Pool, even the military base is also accessible. So, for these 15 wonderful teams, they do have a lot of choices to be had. And so, we could expect perhaps not as much early game engagements as we saw in the first Sanhok map, but we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they'll prove us wrong.
Mm-hmm. I think we do. There are a lot of promising teams. We have Go 2.0. They have also shown their potential a while ago for Sano. For Eranga though, it's a pretty different game. So I mean, different in terms of the size. I am very happy. The first circle. This is gonna be below, just from the south and at the middle part, probably favoring the Sosnovka military base, and then Novorepnoye, which I don't know if the circle could shrink to even such a small size inside those islands. It's just gonna be difficult for all of these teams that are in the main island. They have to cross that one, especially for GTS Esports, which is from the north side. So they will have to travel a lot and will probably have to meet a lot of enemies.
Yeah, a good thing about TTS though, there's not a lot of squads that dropped in the same area as them, and so they have a pretty wide radius of where to loot, peacefully, basically. And a lot of teams they dropped at the southern part of the map, and so that's going good for them. But however, we can already see our first knock of the day of this map, rather, and that would be on the side of Ven Returns, and so they're trying to get that finisher against Nami from V9. Jumbo Fan very, very carefully trying to get that in the bag. However, he doesn't have the best of arms and he just ran out of ammo. But however, we can see Saiti over here with the vehicle trying to get that finisher off. And you can see they're not having the best of guns just yet, but they want that elimination. And they didn't waste that opportunity. And so, First Blood goes against V9 and the first elimination will go to Jumbo Fan.
Because speaking of fan returns, they actually tried in the last season as well. Didn't manage to grab a lot of placement points. I think right now they're really just trying their best to gather as much as possible, especially for game two, and probably heading on. Maybe they will have a fighting chance for the top spots. A lot of spots as well will be taken and will be given chances to all of these teams that will be battling into the LAN event. So probably they're really aiming for that, especially right now that they're currently at the 13th place. And I think they understood that they just have to do everything from now on, because if they manage to do that, then they can move to day number 3 and just earn a little bit more to gain those top few spots. But yeah, I think I understood now the side for Fenriton on why they really want that. But of course, with a lot of bloodlust comes with a lot of consequences as well. Titan from Tranquility will take down one of them that's gonna be live from Fen Returns. And off-screen kills a while ago, we actually saw Concept getting a few kills to their name as well.
Yeah, and we saw 2MS, they're down to 2 members left. So it's not a good start in the first Erangle map. Then again, they still have a lot of chances left later on. And I think over here, Goats LHC, they're making a lot of noise and they were getting shot at by a nearby squad. And so this is a potential engage, especially since Goat is quite a moving target. Don't know why he stopped in this area. That was quite risky, but he did get into the car just in time without taking a lot of damage. Actually, I don't think he took a lot of damage at all. And as so, he'll be rotating out of that place. That place was definitely not ideal. And so we can see there's another engagement out there with Go 2.0 against Lance Esports. Lance Esports inside of several vehicles being moving targets against Lance, but Lance, however, not a good look. Lose of what are you doing over there? You're out in the open. You didn't get in the car, and now all Bum Bum has to do is just spray you up and finish you down.
Bum Bum already down, already waiting for the teammates as well. All of them still pretty much alive. Two eliminations to their name, and all of them are just hunting down right here. Long, it's just a game of matchmaps right here. They go out of the vehicle, hoping to get them back, but he failed, and he will go down once again. The kill claiming for the side of Gold 2.0, and Lance is just gonna be left with their last member remaining. Now for Go 2.0, they're on the hunt really as early as 5 minutes and 30 seconds. They, loot wise, it's looking good for them, especially they got a lot of bullets, some valid and good armor, and then also a lot of grenades. I think that's just gonna be smokes, but that will be pretty useful later on. For now, I think they will probably continue their looting when they find a lot of kills later on. And I respect Go 2.0 for having really to go to that route, especially that they're in third place and they just have to do their best to catch up to SDMCNG and probably to MS Esports.
Goat. They're doing quite well so far. Once again, they did win that winner winner chicken dinner in the first match. And now they're also off to a good start on this second match. And with that, actually, their execution against Lance Esports was quite good. They did go as a two-man team while hunting down each members of Lance Esports. And Lance Esports, they were picked off one by one. They were all solos while they were walking around being in a really bad position all around the map. And so, of course, Go 2.0, they had that punishment in mind, but all the while, Go 2.0, speaking of which, they spot Fen returns. Although they are getting shot at, they're still trying to get those eliminations in the bag. But however, Livas over here is in trouble. Fan Returns definitely is fighting back. They're not gonna go down without a fight. And so, Fan Returns, they managed to get away. They even got a knock on their side. However, that was not a finisher just yet. And so, Fan Returns, looks like they won't be running away from this engagement just yet. However, Go 2.0 finds Tranquility as well. Maxi is in trouble. He just needs a few bullets left, and so he gets that finisher. But the Kevin Ho is very, very low on health as well. Dead shot. Same thing, and all he needs to do is get finished off. And so, Fen returns, looking around, flying around like a bunch of vultures, and society is cleaning up the mess. And so, two more players down on the side of Tranquility. Make that three, actually.
For all of these teams right here. And I've already mentioned it a while ago. It looks like the circle really is favoring to the Sosnovka military base. Novorevnoye is still up for grabs, but that would not be available later on, especially that it wasn't already part of the circle. For now, back into the action. Choti will get those skills for the team still with side of concept, one of their members healing up and just waiting for the rest of the team to get some kills. For now, 3 kills to their name. And looking at the stats for all of these teams right here, Tranquility and Lawns looking pretty bad with the last member already remaining from 2MS. Also looking bad with 2 members remaining and no kills to their name yet. They could be surpassed if they keep this if they keep this pace. For now, Go 2.0, they're just really on a rampage right here. They're just rushing and getting those kills, exposing Kevin Ho through the open right here, and he gets spotted. The shot's already going in. They try to fight back, but Jumbo Fan will be needing that revive, and it's just a pretty bold move for Go 2.0 to just go out in the open and hunt them down, knowing that other teams could target them. Kevin O still not they won't take that, and he just want to get those kills. Once again, tries to fight back. The shots trying to connect, leaving Taz of very low HP remaining. Still, Kevin Ho pretty much alive at this point. A good chunk of health remaining for him, and the rest of these members will probably look for an early, probably eliminate Fen returns from here on out. Still, Sherry from Go 2.0 managed to find a kill as well. That's gonna be Jumbo from Fen returns, and they're just hunting them down. And we could probably see a fast end for Fen returns.
Yeah, go 2.0. I love their positioning over here. They're getting fan returns from several angles. So if they can run away from Kevin Ho, Sharon was over there, just Shari rather is over there getting them from another angle from the bridge. And so fan returns, they're quite in trouble. And Go 2.0 already over here. I commend them for their ballsiness. They're very bold in this game, on this day rather. Even in the Sanhok map, they were so bold about their strategies. They were just really aggressive, and so that pays off. They still have three members standing, and they already have five eliminations in, and it's only been about 10 minutes into the game. And so with this momentum, they could potentially rack up a lot of points for day two. And there's a possibility they could overtake second place and maybe even possibly first place.
Optical Gamers, once again, Nano, and we've seen them in the first game. They've pretty much done a lot of stuff as well, getting that second place, and still probably looking for an early, probably looking for that same position later on, or could probably go for chicken dinner. But for now, one kill to their name. They're just staring at this area, probably going in safely for now, not really trying to invest too much on the fights. But once again, Code 2.0, I really commend them for just hunting a lot of players, a lot of enemies, probably going to speed run their way into the top one. 2MS still looking bad with two members alive and no kills to their name. Tranquility as well as like chilling it behind with two eliminations, and all of these teams right here still pretty much alive. There's just a lot of teams that are getting a lot of casualties, a lot of wounded, teams with Fen returns. Still two members remaining, especially after that fight against Goat 2.0. V9 as well, two members remaining with no kills for now. And it's just gonna be a challenge for all of these teams to try to catch up. Fen returns also, I commend them for really trying their best to get a lot of kills, even though they got haunted by Go 2.0. Still, they will try their best to do that. 3 points to their name, and still, probably looking for an opportunity later on.
Yeah. So all these teams are doing right now is kind of just biding their time and waiting for the right moment to strike, waiting for a good way to initiate some engagements. Zero and over here. They're in a pretty good spot. However, that circle is just not doing it for them. Although, if the circle wasn't eating that location up, that would have been such a good position to be in. However, they will have to cross that bridge, but seeing the map, it doesn't seem like anyone's gatekeeping just yet. So that's a good start. That's definitely a good start for the teams that still have to rotate into the island. Over here, Lons once again finding themselves in a very, very horrible position. And for now, it's the play zone that will be getting that elimination. And with that, Lons Esports gets eliminated off, the first team, in fact, to be eliminated off of this first Erangle map.
And following as well, Tranquility still trying to fight back with 2 points and one member remaining. Gold still pretty much good for them with three members all alive and well, but for Zeron, it seems like one of their teammates just fell to their death, and just that was just such an unfortunate way to die in this match. Still, will probably wait for a revive from his teammates right there, but Zeron still, they will have to do a lot of stuff in order for them to fight back and to probably get risen into the ranks, probably in the top five. But for now, it will take a lot of time, a lot of effort. Fender is also doing that one. But now back into the action. Too Easy Esports, Boko 69 gets spotted, gets hit, and it's just gonna be a battle of guns right here as they try their best to fight against LH.
Yeah, and so that's something that we're looking forward to. Too easy! They have their crosshairs out and they're trying to get some bullets. But so far, they're not finding the knocks they need. Not much damage done. But still, they are in a good position. And LHC, rather, not the same for them. They're definitely out in the open. And so they don't have as much advantage in terms of location as Too Easy Esports. This is way too easy for Too Easy Esports. They're just trying to get some damage, but so far they're not finding that damage just yet. Those bullets aren't connecting, and so LHC, they're taking advantage of this geographical location. They're just behind this cliff, and so far it's working out for them. But Too Easy, they also have the decision to make whether or not they'll go ahead and push to the location of LHC. But then again, that would put Too Easy on the risky side. And so, we'll just have to wait and see what these two squads will do against each other.
For back to the other side as well, Club Leons, they seem to have just positioned themselves into the circle just by the edge right here, and I think they're just playing it safely for now. I'm not sure if they will keep this up later on, but Club Leons, I think they're respecting a lot of these teams that could be giving them a lot of hard time, and it does look like they're really just trying their best to stay away from a lot of action for now, especially 15 minutes into the game, and only one team has been eliminated. It's gonna be, I think that all of the teams are just trying their best to hold on right here, as to not get eliminated and to not get that top 14 spot or the top 13. There's still a lot of teams trying to make it out of here alive, and a lot of teams also pretty much lost their teammates. Most actually only left with two members remaining. But here we have it in the map right here. It does look like the circle is just shrinking just below the Sosnovka military base, and right here they would probably look for a way to just get inside the circle without attracting a lot of attention from all of those enemies.
Yeah, so that's the plan. It's definitely the plan is to avoid getting picked off. And so, speaking of picked off, it looks like 2MS does find one on their side. That was just a knock, however. But Valko manages to get that finisher against Leon's Joker. And so, 2MS, they're in trouble. Yes, they're definitely not inside the play zone. And if they walk into the safe zone, they could potentially be sprayed upon. And so, Leon's over here. They need to tread carefully. Of course, they do have their vehicles. That's some extra protection, definitely. But for now, they're still a little bit in trouble. So they're still out of the woods, and we can see TTS actually. They find an engagement against Neons, and so Aku trying to get some damage in the bag, and he gets some damage. However, it's not enough. It's not enough just yet. Crosshair's out. He's trying his best, and now he gets one knock finally. And so whether or not he'll get that finisher, it's something we'll find out very soon. But for now, Ako has to move forward if he wants to get those points in the bag.
TTS Esport looks like they're onto something right here, looking for potential enemies, looking for information to get those kills, confirming that one get 1.2 to their game, eliminating one member from Neon, and spots another one right there. The bullets going in but hitting the rock as another member of Neon is hiding behind it. For now, TTS Shafu will get another kill and just really wait for that confirmation before they can finally get that point. Still, all of those teams right here, they're really probably just hunting them down, especially for Neon. And with a member that's down already, just waiting to confirm that one. Shafu on the move right here, very aggressively trying to eliminate them all, but it could be facing a lot of danger from here, especially if they get spotted by a lot of teams.
Yeah, especially over here, Shafu getting that one kill in the bag, quite easy, just walking up, you know, no pressure, just trying to see if they can sweep up the mess. But however, 2MS is also in trouble. Cloud finds those eliminations, and with that, that is actually the end of 2MS for this map by the hands of TTS. And so far, TTS are doing quite well. They have 5 eliminations, and they only lost Aku so far. But we can't say the same for Fen Returns. One after the other, they go down by the hands of OG. And so that will be the end for their squad as well. And so it's not over just yet. Tranquility and OG, they're in trouble. They are losing their last members to the play zone, and so several things going down one after the other. It seems that TTS is losing their member to Neon as well. That is another team elimination. Speaking of which, that would be Neon going down next, and so lots of things are gonna happen in the next few minutes.
And indeed, 10 teams remaining. And we're almost, just a few more seconds, probably like around 45 seconds to get to the 20-minute mark. Still 10 teams. That's a lot for a circle that is just small and even just consuming that water, that sea especially. So it could really be a difficult for all of these teams to try to fit through this circle, especially with the location that's just behind the rocks right here. There could be a lot of very surprising kills, and probably all of these teams right now are very very ready for that. Club Leons, they probably I think it's their best move to stay here, and they've done it a bit earlier, so now they're on the safer side. They can get a lot of kills whenever they can. Pacific 69 from 2 Easy Esports manages to find kills to their name. Boko 69 will go down, however, and it does look like Pacific 69 making a move once again. Spots an enemy right there. The shot's trying to connect, but up for now, you can't kill them just yet. The grenade going in and probably moving back, and now just really waiting for another information before they can claim a lot of kills. Once again, Righty right here from Optical Gamers just getting, I don't know, he's getting through this vehicle to traverse. It could really help them from traversing to another location. For now, Abby from Optical Gamers going down. Another grenade right there to just hit him, leaving with a very low HP remaining. Velocity 9, Playboy getting down, and TTS Esports gets a kill to their name, and that would mark the Velocity 9's elimination right here, taking the number 10 spot.
It looks like LHC is still in the same spot and they're still alive. And they even managed to get Shafu down, and that is a complete elimination of TTS by the hands of LHC. And to think they were just hiding behind this cliff, but now they can't do that any longer. They have to keep moving and into the stage 6 circle, and inside of this building there's a huge mass. This is between Concept and Too Easy, and one after the other. CPT Concept is losing their members, and that's actually a complete elimination of her team. But it's not over just yet. We can see NG versus Zeron from a distance. Lots of things happening in this very small map, and so Madara trying to get those shots in, but he gets taken down instead by the hands of Zeke 66 from a distance. And so inside of these vehicles, NG will be trying to reposition and trying to hunt down the rest of the members. Zeron just giving themselves up, and that would be a complete elimination as well for the side of their team. A vehicle elimination, in fact. And so we're down to 6 teams, 15 players, and we are on a stage 6 circle in this Sosnovka military base. This is gonna be exciting. Lots of things are gonna happen really soon. And with that, NG with 4 eliminations, only 3 members going into the lobby, but still they're dominating. But Zeke 66, he finds himself knocked down. But Lucy is still at a distance, trying to see if they can get that revive. But so far, it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good.
And there we have it. The last 5 teams for this match. LHC finds a kill on Club Leon's. Jyoti is down. The grenades going in. NG getting trying to get those kills from Sherry from Gold 2.0. Sherry still managed to find down from the side of LHC. And there we have it. The circle is starting to really shrink. 4 teams remaining. Club Leon's getting eliminated. NG now depending on their last member remaining. It's now OG as well with 6 eliminations to their name. Very very crucial for Optical Gamers with their last member. Go 2.0 still making this one out alive from the early engagements a while ago to now be the part of the top 4 teams. They just could really get a lot of value from this one. We could be seeing them suddenly rise through the ranks. But there we have it, 3 members all alive, all well and alive for them, and with the 6 eliminations to their name. LHC, however, they're out in the open, just using the smokes to hide. And as soon as these smokes disappeared, then they will have a lot of difficult time for them to make it out of here alive.
Mm-hmm. Not looking good for LHC, especially in terms of location, but OG is the first to go down in the last 4 teams. And so with that, Playzone takes away Kevin Ho as well. But still, it's fine. You know, still lots of players standing, but that's not gonna be true for long because Sherry over here, they do get an elimination, but one after the other people falling to the play zone. That's a lot of eliminations, potential points lost. And so, stage 8 of the circle. And with that, actually, that was quite anticlimactic. But in the end, LHC did win despite the bad positioning, despite being out in the open. They waited it out. They had the numbers advantage, and they had a pretty good location. They weren't getting eaten up by that circle. And so with that, with 6 eliminations, and of course the 10 placement points. That is a total of match points of 16. They actually shot themselves up all the way to number 4 on the rankings.
And there we have it. Match number 8 concluded now. Team stats for LHC Esports: two eliminations for two of their team members right here, and one for the rest. And of course, the damage is also sort of equally divided, with Goat with a lot, the highest damage for the team. The match summary, however, that's gonna be 49 eliminations and 45 knockouts, 9,000 total healings, and 4 vehicle eliminations, 27 assists, and 3 grenade eliminations. Very surprising for this game to have a lot of vehicle eliminations, and also for the grenade eliminations, not really that many, but we do understand why. It's because it was an open area, and it was just gonna be a lot of guns from there on out. And here we have it, our MVP for match number 8. It's gonna be up from Optical Gamers. That's right, eh?
Yeah, alrighty. Getting 5 eliminations and 658 damage. And so, yeah, that's understandable. That's a lot of damage, especially from just one person. Coming in second, however, is Goats Sherry with 3 eliminations and 729 whole damage. And so, third is Too Easy's Pacific 69, 3 eliminations. Scythe from Fen Returns with 2 eliminations coming in fourth, and fifth is Kevin Ho from Goat 2.0 with 2 eliminations but 565 damage. And so this is the match rankings, of course. LHC with that chicken dinner, and they have a total of 16 points from this match. Coming in second is Goat, doing quite well, doing quite consistently for today with 12 points. Coming in third and fourth, OG and NG each having 10 points, and then Too Easy with 7. And so for the rest of the teams, they have some decent points. Maybe in the second half, not as much, but still, they have a few more matches to go. They have several maps for today and tomorrow as well. 10, in fact. They still have 10 chances. And so, once again, these are the overall rankings.
And with that overall rankings right here, SDMZNG surpassing 2MS Esports, grabbing 78 points, and 2MS will follow with 71. Gold 2.0 still at their third place right here with 63 points, but they are already nearing to the number 2 spot and would probably surpass 2MS Esports if 2MS will keep their momentum and their tempo in the next few games. Go 2.0, if they will really keep it up as well, they have a lot of chance to fight back, but another hurdle for them would be SDMZNG. For now, number 4th spot will go to SDMZLHC, and the list goes on and on with the second page right here. Concept following that with the number 9 spot. Too Easy and the rest of these teams just really trying their best to climb and to gain a lot of points so that they can have a fighting chance to actually get their top places.
Yeah. I mean, we still have 10 matches to go, so even if you're in the second half of the table, there's still a chance that you could climb your way up to the top rankings. But for now, these are your top players. Seek 66 still with that number 1 spot and 20 eliminations at that. Second is GT's Bomb Bomb with 13 eliminations. Third is Cloud with TTS, 14 eliminations so far. And number 4 is 2MS's Vaco with 14 eliminations as well. Number 5 is Aku from TTS with 14 eliminations. And so, very familiar names. These guys, they just keep popping up, getting those skills, getting those plays, getting those amazing feats during their matches. And so once again, that was match number 8 for this grand finals. We are in day 2, and with that, our first Erangle map, the first chicken dinner for Erangle map would go to LHC with 16 points. That chicken dinner, 10 points placement points, and 6 eliminations to their name. So of course, we will be moving on to 2 more Erangle maps, and in the future 2 Miramar maps as well for today. And so with that, we will be moving on to match number 9 very soon. But before that, of course, we will be going on to quite a short break. So for those of you watching the stream, thank you so much, but stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back to the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 4. We just witnessed match number 8 for this Grand Finals. And in fact, we are in the day 2 of the Grand Finals. So lots of things can still happen later on. Once again, we are your casters. My name is Annie, and tonight would be Mike. Mike, what did you think about that second map for today?
Thank you so much for that, Annie. And the second match really starting is already starting to get a lot of stakes for all of these teams. We do see a lot of potential from Go 2.0, who after just a few minutes of looting, they just went in straight for the hunt, and they actually managed to stay alive until actually getting a lot of placement points for, and then also a lot of kill points. But for now, we're heading on to Erangle. The flight path is a little bit of distributed evenly, just a slant right there from the middle. But all is well for all these teams. They have a lot of freedom. They have a lot of room to breathe right here and to land. So we could be seeing a lot of teams that could be landing from different areas, and probably another possibility is that all of these areas would just be for themselves. We could actually probably see some teams that would be staying in the Stalber, but here we are once again to a surprising first circle for Erangle match once again. It will be focused on the left part of the map.
I'm seeing a trend over here. TTS is always drawing the short end of the stick. They're once again so far away from that first circle. But then again, it didn't stop them in this and in that second map a while ago. In the first Erangle map, that stopped them. They still, racked up a few points and then got a pretty good location in the end. And so it's gonna work out for them like it worked out last map. So nothing to worry about. Zeron's still pretty far as well. But once they get those vehicles in the bag, they'll be fine. They'll definitely be fine. But the question would be now is why is there only 14 teams? Did a team miss this game? We're gonna find out really soon. So we'll just have to wait and see with the leaderboards who missed their game. But for now, it seems Neon is nearby Lons Esports. And so Yonko already has the DBS, however, he will be going down because he has the numbers disadvantage. And so with that, our first blood for this map will actually be going to Lons Esports.
And there we have it. Lons Esports still would be preparing for the engagement later on with another team right here with Yash. The rest of his teammates still get onto that map. The grenade goes in, hoping to take them down, but they're all alive and well. Just yet, they could be waiting for perfect opportunity right here to fight back. But it does look like they're being cornered right here, and the Molotov is already inside, just waiting to confirm that one. And probably we could be seeing um a little bit of more time for both of these teams to go for the engagements. But Neon is again on the hunt right here with Shady still looking for the perfect opportunity, the perfect opening. Yash will go down, but as he gets inside, Shady goes down and gets eliminated right there. It was a very aggressive play, and he was punished for that. Lons still managed to fight back, and the rest of the members, especially from Neon, would be leaving with the last member remaining.
I agree with you there with Neon being punished. However, Fen returns, they're not doing well as well. Tranquility does have the position's advantage. They have this building all to themselves, all the while Fen returns is out in the open. And so that was a very easy elimination on the side of Ivan Titi. And so that's the first elimination on their side. Jumbo Fen does go down, but Life is trying to see if they can get some revenge kills. But they are all alone in this vicinity, and two other members are there on another angle. It seems that they're spreading out. They're trying to see if they can approach this with some kind of scientific method. And so, Fuchs quite in trouble. I don't think they can heal just yet, but it looks like they do have some healing items. Slowly and surely, he's getting his health up. Maybe fan returns are just waiting for Foos to get up and running before they go ahead and try to take this engagement.
And with that, once again, Tranquility trying to fight back here. Titan, for Tranquility on the side, I wonder how they're gonna make this out one alive. They have been hunted, and it would probably look bad for them. Fan returns still on the lookout, especially for Tranquility right here, and it's just gonna be another fight that would probably take a lot of time. And observing the games right now, it's a different turn to what happened a while ago. It was kind of fast, but it does take a lot of time. Right here, though, I think we have a lot of room to breathe, so we could probably expect a longer time for this match. For now, Fen returns once again, just taking their time to eliminate Tranquility right here. They will find one, still hoping by those audio cues right there that they could just get them. The grenade goes in while they were waiting for that one, and Savy will go down. Life still trying to fight back right here. Spots one, but he goes down just by the shotgun, and that would be an elimination. And once again, the rest of the teammates still trying to fight back with the last member remaining from their team.
That was not a good approach on the side of Fen Returns, although that was a good try. That was definitely a good try. So, I'm wondering what Fuchs has in mind. Because I don't think, like, just the numbers alone, he doesn't seem to stand a chance against Tranquility, especially since Tranquility has been approaching this engagement very well. And, oh no, Fuchs is in trouble. He got spotted. Although Titan does go down, it wasn't a complete knock. And so, Fan returns, they see the end of themselves, of their squad, in this second Erangle map, in the hands of Tranquility. With, it was a punishment pretty much, and Fuchs, he didn't stand a chance against three members of Tranquility. And so, maybe they'll have better luck in the next game, but so far, in Tranquility, they do bag 4 points from that.
And with 2MS Esports, currently, they are taking the second place right now. They have to act fast and they have to do a lot of this, get a lot of points in order to catch up to STMZNG. But for STMZNG, still the new generation right here doesn't find a lot of kills yet, though it's understandable for this part of the game that is almost at the 7 minute mark. Still, they won't find a lot of kills. There are just a lot of teams that have a lot of area to breathe and probably just staying at those areas, so we can't really expect a lot of engagements for all of them. For now, still they will probably be planning on where to stay inside when they get to the circle, and probably one of the good spots right there. If you do manage to actually get inside a little bit early, then you have a lot of privilege to just stay inside and to not get hunted by all of these teams. Once again, looking at the map right here, there it's so far half. I think half of the teams are inside the circle and the other half still trying to get inside. TTS, however, they will probably take a lot of time right here to get inside, but to get spotted by a lot of enemies.
Yeah. Just taking a look at the map, there's a lot of possibilities of getting gate cap, but so far we're not seeing that possibility just yet. And that circle's already moving in, not wasting any more time. It seems that it will be closing in around the central to southern western part of Erangle. And so for a lot of the teams that are still quite far from the circle, they have all the time in the world to try to rotate. Then again, we're still in stage 2, so it's not gonna be super hard on their health bar, but still it doesn't hurt to go and try and get that early positioning in the bag. And so that's exactly what everyone else is doing. They're securing their vehicles. They're trying to see if they can find a good spot within the circle. Over here, Lons Esports, they do have 3 eliminations already to their name. And so that's definitely a good start for them, especially since they need those points to go ahead and catch up to everyone else above them. And so, good start. They'll have to rotate, however, because there's no one here. There's no potential engagements. And so with that, once they get their cars up and running, they could potentially make a lot of noise, maybe run into another squad, and then maybe we'll be seeing some exciting engagements later on.
For now, Neon right here, still the last member remaining for their team. After the punishment a while ago, they would be just probably looking for a way to get the last spot right here. Optical Gamers, once again, they could be. I think generally for all of these teams, their best priority, their greatest priority right now is to just get inside the circle and to just really hope that they can get to a lot of places and they can secure that for the later stages of the game. The circle is still quite big though, so they can't really predict on where the circle will shrink even later on. But for now, it speaking of which, I mean the compared to game one, the circle right now is could be very generous to all of them, so they could actually get a lot of. We could actually see a lot of time being taken by all of these teams just to secure their spots and to not get shot from any angle. But for now, once again, SDMZ SDMZ LHC right here, taking their time, just going in for loot spots. 2MS Esports are already on the move. Spots one and would probably get an elimination right there, just to confirm that one. But Lons is also on the move with Yaish, already spotting another member from 2MS Esports, two of them down, and just gonna be up to these last two members to try to fight back and to try to revive them. Club Leon still trying to fight back as well, and I think Lons Esports would go in here for the cleanup.
Yeah, and look at the here's lots of things happening. 2MS, Lazy does need that revive. They have to worry about Lons bombarding them with a lot of throwables, and Lazy goes down to a Molotov. And Vaco is also in trouble, although he's not burning. He's still trapped inside that corner, and so Thug's going in for the aggressive, but he's going against four people, and so that's not a good luck. Vaco's also in trouble, and he goes down next, and so Luzum, the last person standing on the side of Lawns. However, that's enough. That was definitely enough because 2MS was completely wiped out in that scenario. And so Luzum, you can see from the minimap, there's no potential third party, so they have the potential to just kind of revive everyone, reset, and so that's a good thing for Lawns. They already have 7 eliminations, so this is a good start to them on this third map for tonight.
Don's Esports with Yaish right here, just waiting to heal himself up. Shava still waiting for his teammates to go for their heal up as well. And I think for Lons, it's looking pretty good for them. 7 eliminations already to their name. And, and if you do look at it, 12 teams are still alive. So that's already pretty a lot of points for their team. We could actually be looking for a potential rank up for this team right here if they manage to keep it up later on. One could go for placement points. For now, 2MS Esports leaving with 1 point, and it does look like Go 2.0 could actually surpass them if Go 2.0 managed to keep the same pace a while ago when they did in game number 2. But for now, once again, here we have it. The map is here, and all of the teams are already inside the map, and we could actually see, the circle is a little bit bigger, so a lot of room to breathe for all of these teams, a lot of places for them to just hide. But for now, as we now go to the next stage of the game, you could probably see a lot of smaller map right here and just a few teams being exposed outside the circle.
Yeah, the circle is slowly trying to bring everyone together, and so everyone else will be forced to make a move. They'll be forced to go into the circle and try to secure a spot as early as possible to maybe potentially, not get picked off and not get gate kept by the teams that are already there. And so Pacific 69 just needed a little boost from their teammates over there, and they'll be up and going, trying to rotate into the area. But however, Tranquility is at a distance. Pacific 69 takes that engagement, and so out in the open, a little bit risky. However, we can see TTS and Neon also has their own engagement, with that actually ending Neon's journey for this map. However, it's not over just yet. There are two different engagements coming in. TTS, they won that engagement. LHC, however, they also spot OG. And so lots of things happening, lots of exciting things happening. We're only 13 minutes into the game. And so Go 2.0, they have an engagement against NG as well. Kevin Ho trying to get those sprays on. So far, not finding the damage that they need just yet. Amon is in trouble, however. Burning grass nearby. So far, the kill feed doesn't say that he got finished off, however. Sherry, he has his car on, trying to give a chase to another car, but so far they're not finding the damage that they need. They're not finding the engage that they need. And NG, it seems that they're trying to reposition. Whether or not they will completely disengage, that's something we'll find out very soon. But Go 2.0, they're definitely out and they want that aggression on their side.
And it does seem like they're actually going for the hunt now. They're thirsty for blood right here, and it does look like they want to get their they want to do their best to surpass 2MS Esports right here. For now, Zeron will get an elimination right there, hoping to confirm that one. And they do. Butler will claim that kill from the side of Concept. Another Zeron engagement as well. Concept being eliminated after that fight, and Zeron will take the points to themselves with 3 points for their team. Now, Optical Gamers spots a few teams from there, just tries to shoot, but it won't just end them right then and there. For now, all of the teams with Lon still pretty much looking good for them. All of the members are alive as with 7 points as well. Go 2.0, same style but with 2 points to their name, and the rest of the members still pretty much alive, and we could probably see a lot of maybe a lot of engagements would happen later on. Once again, they're just taking their time right here, but Goat getting spotted, getting down the side of SDMZNG. They will also get a kill, just waiting to confirm that one from the side of Tranquility right there with 4 points to their name. And once again, here the circle could be um, actually shrinking later on and would probably leave at a very, very small circle. The rest of these teams once again battling it out here, and it does look like it's evenly divided by all of these teams that are going in for a lot of engagements.
Yeah, and that circle is closing into the quarry, so this is gonna be fun. There's a lot of open spaces, although there are some buildings. There are definitely some buildings, but it's not as huge as the open fields that we're gonna be seeing later on in the quarry. And so we can see from the kill feed, Tranquility finds another knock on the side of Zeron. They're in trouble, but still they have all four members standing. And so far, they have 3 eliminations to their name. And so looking good, they still have the opportunity to revive Ta- TH4M9. It's always such a challenge to say that name. But however, Zeron, they managed to reset. And so, Tranquility, they could try again. They could try to pick off the members of Zeron. But still, we're not seeing that just yet. They're both biding their time. And look at that. Lawns is also finding their own engagement against Go 2.0. And with that, Go 2.0 fights back with a bunch of throwables bombarding their area. But so far, Lawns is doing quite well. They still have 7 eliminations and they still have all four members standing. So just taking position, Go 2.0 at the distance, throwables in hand, Shava trying to get that damage in the bag, whether or not that will result into knocks. Bum Bum takes a lot of health though, and now Luzum gets that finisher on one member. And so will he get the second? Sherry is also in trouble. However, Luzum will be going down by the hands of Lons. And so Najee throwing those grenades in. Two people needing that revive. Make that one with Yaish getting finished off. Although Lons does have 8 eliminations already. One after the other. People are going down in different parts of the map. Bum Bum gets one. Lons goes down. And so it's up to Shava and Naji on the side of Lons going down as well. However, Kevin Ho giving those sprays. And so Shava is in trouble. He gets in the car. Tries to disengage. Repositions behind the boulder. Kevin Ho does the same with the car.
And there we have it. Lons Esports with 2 members remaining to their team. 8 eliminations already, still looking good for them. They just have to play this one out by placement points. Same style with Go 2.0 right here, only with the last member remaining and waiting to that revive. Shava also just waiting for the information right there before he can show up and claim the kill. But for now, they will be taking their time. Shava will actually move back here, trying to revive his teammate, and it's thrilling to see with between Go 2.0 and Lons right here on which team that will end being the victor for this match. But for now, the rest of these teams are pretty much alive already. Again, you could be seeing the same trend a while ago from game number 2, which was, a lot of teams still alive as we head on to 20-minute mark. But for now, Shava will claim a kill right there from Bum Bum, and he goes down, just waiting to confirm that kill. Still, Bum Bum will need that revive from their teammate. Shava also looking for a way to throw that grenade, while the other member is also luring them in. He shows up and he actually puts himself out in the open, tries to fight back, but it was just wrong and unfortunate, as he wasn't aware that there are just 2 members waiting for him, and once he just went out, then Lons was just able to take him down pretty much easily.
Yeah, for Go 2.0 and the other team, actually, it wasn't really an ideal place to be having a fight. And so both of them, it wasn't good in the position. They were all out in the open. They only had their cars and boulders kind of hide behind. But speaking of which, Lawns Esports, third party coming in by the name of Zeron, and so Shav and Naji quite low on resources after that fight with Go 2.0. So, they have a slight disadvantage, but Zeron, they only have two members left, of course. And so they're trying to see if they can find some potential pickoffs. But it seems that they disengaged from the fight. They didn't take that fight against Lons, and so they'll be going away for now. Too easy, however, is at a distance as well. They can hear those cars coming in from Zeron, and so whether or not they'll be taking this engagement, that's something that we'll, find out really soon. For now, they're just taking position on this roof, and we can see someone taking some damage at the distance in the forest. And so, OG is also here, gets picked up by Pacific.
Go down the sides of LHC once again. Pacific 69 spots another team right there. It's gonna be from Optical Gamers. Tries to hunt them down. Zeron also doing a lot of moves for their team as well, with the last member remaining, and they have 5 points to their team for now. Mighty Sui right here from LHC will actually take it from here and will probably wait for the rest of his teammates. Once again, all of these teams are pretty much alive, looking good for Too Easy, with all of the members pretty much intact. The rest with LHC with 3 members, and the rest with 2 and 1 member each. For now, it will be probably would be taking a while right here for all of these teams to show up. It would need a lot of the circle to really just shrink to an even smaller size in order for them to just see each other.
Yeah, and so actually, it's looking good for Too Easy, but all the while, she does find Joker down. And so that could be a finisher, but however, Choti has the opportunity to give that revive to his other player. And so, Malco is actually just waiting for the right moment to strike, but that building is just giving it a all. And with that, actually, Joker goes down to the play zone. And so, whether or not Joker still has a chance of living, it's quite looking slim because TTS and LHC are still at a distance. And so, what Leons will do, you know what? They're gonna leave Joker behind, and with that, it's actually a complete elimination for their squad. They could stand a chance against the location that they had. And so NG is actually having this 1 versus 1 within the smoke, within the boulder. TTS, however, wins that 1 versus 1, that gunfight. OG gets eliminated. Lots of things happening one after the other. People go down. We're down to 3 teams and 8 players left. LHC still up in the running. Too Easy, very good on that location. However, that circle isn't favoring them any longer. And Lons Esports, the last person standing, they're still alive. Najee, in fact, is still alive, and he's bombarding the area of LHC with the rest of his resources. And so, whether or not he can find the damage and the eliminations that he need, it's something that we'll be finding out very soon. Because it'll be risky to give away his location, especially since he's the last person standing. However, LHC still has a good chance against Too Easy. But whether or not they will win this winner-winner chicken dinner, that would be the question for this map.
Mm-hmm. And with Launch Esports still, 1 member remaining, will we just probably aim for a second place right here, or probably go for to help LHC eliminate Too Easy Esports. Probably get the chicken dinner, but for now, it will look pretty slim. The chances are slim for this team. Once again, Too Easy looking pretty good. LHC just taking their time to look for an opening to eliminate Too Easy Esports. Still, they will be taking a lot of time right here. Manko just trying to start. Hopefully, they spot someone, and they do that from the side of Lawns. Too Easy will get a Will get a kill right there from LHC. Just waiting to confirm that one. The vehicle will pass through them. Lawns getting eliminated, claiming the third spot right there, and a grenade to end that one. As now the chicken dinner will go to Too Easy Esports.
This is way too easy for Too Easy Esports. And so, with that, going on to their team, congratulations for Too Easy for bagging the third map for tonight. And so that would be 10 placement points, and they already have 7 eliminations to their name, and of course a total damage of 1059. But their overall ranking still 8, so they have quite a long way to go. But this is a good start. This is definitely a good start for Too Easy. Continue on a couple of potentially seeing them as one of the top teams. Now they have 9 games left to gain many points in this match. And so once again, congratulations to LONC Esports. And for these matches, still lots of elimination points rather on the second Erangle map. And so lots of exciting things happening for tonight. These teams, they're quite on the aggressive, so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next in the coming matches.
And with that, there we have it. The team stats for Too Easy Esports, and pretty much they really played this one very carefully. Three eliminations from Pacific 69. They were just really waiting for a lot of teams to go for engagements, and then they just joined in for the fights. They became third party, just cleaning them up, and until the end, they managed to keep that momentum up. All of the members was pretty much alive. LHC was having a hard time right there, three members and against Lons, and it was just really a win for Too Easy Esports, giving them a lot of chance to catch up to the teams that will be at the top five. For now, once again, here we have your match summary: 50 eliminations of 54 knockouts, 6,000 healing, and 28 assists. Grenade eliminations of 3 as well. And it's just at this point, all of these teams, they're much playing it pretty safely. Though I do notice some teams that are playing it a bit of an aggression, and it does work out for them. They have a lot of kills, not really getting that chicken dinner, but the kills compensated for that. There we have the Lons Esports MVP as well. That's gonna be Shava with 5 eliminations to their name, to be followed by another member from Lons. That's gonna be Luzum, Pacific 69 from Too Easy Esports, and Entity 77 from Tranquility. That's actually Infinity right there, and Smokey from PTS Esports.
Yeah, and so these are your top players for match number 9. Decent amount of damage coming in for each of these players. And so once again, congratulations for a lot of these teams are racking up points, especially if they still need a lot of points to try and catch up to the top squads for now. And so of course, Lons Esports they shined during this match. And with that actually we see exactly what we're talking about. Lons Esports they have 13 whole eliminations, and despite not bagging that chicken dinner, they still came out as number one on the match rankings with 18 points. Just 1 point away from Too Easy, the chicken dinner winner, with 17 points. And so lots of these teams, they caught up. They definitely raked up a lot of points in this map. And so it's a good start for a lot of these teams. Perhaps we might be seeing a snowball. Maybe we might be seeing a momentum coming in for their part. And so once again, these are our overall rankings. NG still on the top. 2 matches in a row, 84 points in fact. 2MS Esports comes in second with 72. Not that much of a long way from NG, but definitely they got overtaken. And there's a considerable gap between these two teams. I mean, in third is LHC with 68 and Go 2.0 67, only 1 point away from each other. And so Lons Esports, of course, they did get in that fifth place, and so that's a good look. That's definitely a good start on their part.
And there we have it. Once again, overall rankings. It's still day two. They will have a chance to fight back, but they have to start acting fast right here because SDMZNG is slowly climbing it out here. Go 2.0 will go down 67 points, taking the number fourth spot. Right here, the second page as well. Tranquility still trying their best to fight back and to be part of that first page. All the rest of these teams right here looking pretty slim, especially that the gap from Tranquility and Concept is already big enough. So with that, they really have to do their best for the remaining 3 matches in order for them to have a chance to even be a part of the top 5 teams. For now, here we have our overall top players. Once again, Zeke66 from SDMZ NG, Bum Bum from Go 2.0, Cloud from TTS Esports, 2MS Esports Thugs right there, and Titan from RGC Tranquility.
Yes, we can see some top players, emerging as well. Titan and Sogs finding their names on the top players for this match. For after this match rather. And so lots of good things happening for these squads, especially since they have such great players contributing a lot of points to their name. And so with that, that was our third match for tonight. Match nine rather. In fact, for this grand finals. And with that, that would be too easy. Winner chicken dinner with 17 points on this second Erangle map. And after that, that would be match number 10. Our last Erangle map for tonight before our two Miramar matches. And so, of course, looking forward to a lot of exciting action later on. But before we get to that, of course, we will be taking a short break for a few minutes. So, for those of you staying tuned, thank you so much. But we'll be back in a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now back as we head on to match number 12. We are your shoutcasters once again. I am Mike, and with me is Addy. For all of these teams, we have pretty much seen match number 9. It was kind of a slow burn, and just a lot of teams just trying their best to stay alive. I think that was their priority in that game. For now, hopefully you get to see a lot of engagements and just a lot of racking up points from all of these teams. And yeah, Annie, what do you think?
I think that there are some teams that really shined all of a sudden in that second Erangle map for tonight. So hoping that they find that the momentum that they need and eventually they can catch up to the top teams and try to get as much points as possible. And so this will be our final Erangle map for tonight. For the teams that shine in Erangle, of course, this will be their last chance before tomorrow comes. And of course, for those teams that do well in Miramar maps, they will have their chance to shine as well later on. But for now, we're looking at the flight path, quite biased. Not as biased, but a little bit biased towards the northern side. And so lots of hot drops are still accessible rather, and that should be like Georgiopol, Pochinki. Definitely not the military base, however, but still lots of choices for these 15 wonderful teams.
And once again, there we go. The teams right now landing pretty much. The flight path is a little bit onto the slanted in the upper part of the map, but there we have it. With the first circle already showing up at the left upper side right here, and we might see probably a lot of room to breathe for all of these teams. But once again, this is gonna be the last chance for them to play Erangle for today.
Yeah, that's definitely the case for a lot of these teams. This is the last chance for Erangle for this day two of the grand finals. And so everyone has to do their best. And you can actually see no one's daring to go to the military base. And then again, it's not a good start. Definitely even that circle is saying no way. You shouldn't even take that risk. You shouldn't even think about it. And so lots of these teams, they're already safe within the first circle. But for everyone else, once again, TTS. They're so far away from that circle again. But still, it doesn't stop them. However, this
Pretty
definitely
unfortunate.
doesn't stop them from pretty much racking a lot of points and staying alive during the matches. And so, they, you know what? Maybe they like landing on very far off places. Maybe that's their strategy, and they're quite far from the circle, and it works out for them. So I'm not complaining. They're not definitely not complaining. So they can just get a bunch of vehicles and rotate to the area whenever they need it.
And all of these teams right now, 2MS Esports still going in for the looting stage of the game, but Optical Gamers already spots a kill for them. Levats from Go 2.0 will go down, waiting for a revive right there. And once again, Optical Gamers just making their move right here, starting to chase them down. One member from Go 2.0. If this member goes down, then that's gonna be a hard time for Go 2.0 to go for the hunt later on, as they will have to fight OG right here. And with Optical Gamers, it's gonna be a huge threat to them. Levad still will be needing some revive while the rest of the teammates are waiting for them to pick him up. Then also Optical Gamers are waiting for them to show up as well.
Yes, that's definitely the case. Go 2.0. It's not a good start, but it's still a knock. However, whether or not they have the opportunity to revive Livads, that would that would be something that we'll be finding out really soon. And so Kevin Ho has that smoke out, and so he'll be trying for that revive. And so just moving it a bit, trying to play it safe. Of course, it seems that this will be successful. And so Go 2.0, they'll be able to reset. However, they need a lot of time to go into the looting phase. And so they can't move as freely because they know Optical Gamers is somewhere out there. And so Bum Bum is actually looking out, trying to see if he can find a pick off. And so he has the gun to go ahead and get aggressive. However, he's not finding the opportunity, the angle yet to initiate an engagement.
Mm-hmm. Go 2.0 Bum Bum right here. Still waiting for some heads to pop out from the side of Optical Gamers as they try to fight back here. If they manage to win this, and it's just gonna be a lot of chance for them to be continue their momentum from what they did in the previous games, which is just to hunt. Previously, not really much though what happened to them. They focused more on the placement points, but for now it does look very grim for them, as now a lot of members from Go 2.0 has already down. Optical Gamers seem to have prioritized just killing them right away, but here we have Bum Bum very low on health and will have to go for a heal right now though.
Yeah, not looking good. Not a good start, definitely, for Go 2.0, but they still have a chance to bounce back. And so they're just looking for that chance. However, it'll be quite hard for them to go into the looting phase, especially because it's still quite early on into the game. And they have OG waiting for them outside, just trying to see if they have the opportunity to pick off more players from the side of Go 2.0. And so this is something that we'll find out really soon. But for now, Go 2.0, they have the opportunity to go looting, and that's exactly what Bum Bum is doing. But OG, they still are waiting for the right moment to strike. They're taking their positions, and so both of these squads, they have to play it carefully if they don't want to get wiped out.
Optical Gamers still taking their time right here to eliminate Gold 2.0, because this is just really gonna change the placements later for their team if they manage to get eliminated by the hands of Optical Gamers. Especially with Optical Gamers at the seventh spot right now. I mean, the points are pretty much far, but they have a lot of potential right here to just surpass them. Gold 2.0 still clinging on to their breath as they just heal up and wait for an engagement, but they're just pretty much stuck right here. Simba already tries to raid that one house and would probably go for engagement right here with Go 2.0, and they're just really looking forward to just eliminate them as early as 6 minutes and 30 seconds. For now, it's just gonna be a lot of running around and just grenades going in. Hopefully they can get them down, but Bum Bum is also looking for a way to help for his team. The grenade goes in, hoping to get him down, but Simba is pretty much alive right there. No damage has been taken so far.
Yes, and we can see Lonzy Esports already lurking on the northern side of this, being the third party. However, OG comes in first. Chava goes down on the side of Lons Esports. However, Go 2.0 is not done with OG. They are bombarding this building, trying to see if they can get a pick off. And so Kevin Ho goes on the aggressive, tries to get those sprays on, but there's no one there. And so they'll have to pretty much go outside and see if they can find a pickoff over there because they won't be finding anything inside of this building. However, Lons the third party, whether or not they'll be finding those kills, they do find a knock on Simba on the side of OG. So OG has to worry about Goat 2.0. They also have to worry about Lons. One after the other, they're finding themselves going down. And so now Mahid is the last person standing on the side of Optical Gamers. And now Lons turns towards Go 2.0. And so Lons Esports, they have better resources because they have all the time in the world and all the resources to kind of just go around the buildings and try to get as much ammo, as much throwables as possible. So they have a slight advantage against Go 2.0 over here. And so we'll just have to wait and see how this engagement will turn out for the side of Go 2.0 and Lons Esports.
It seems like right now, Lons already trying to clean them up. Two members from Go 2.0 already down. Bum Bum onto their last breath as they go down. Just gonna be up to Sherry right here to make it up for his team and to try their best to go for placement points. A very sad and unfortunate path right here for Go 2.0 to be hunted down like dogs as they just really throw just a lot of grenades right there, and it seems like one goes in, going in for a greedy play. He goes down, he gets punished, but the rest of the teammates will finish him down as the GOAT will be the first to be eliminated for this match.
Go 2.0, they thought they could get at least one elimination. They already know it was their end, and so they had to get something out of that. But unfortunately, Shavo survives that ordeal, and so gets revived. And Lons Esports, they could potentially reset, and now they have 5 eliminations to their name. This is quite a good start once again for Lons Esports, and so they could potentially hunt down the last member of OG. They're still up in the running, and so Lons Esports, whether or not they have this information, they know that Mahid's still around. That's something we'll find out soon. But so far, Lons Esports, they're probably just gonna go around this compound, trying to see if they could get a potential pick off, maybe loot the place a little bit. But so far, they're not finding Mahi just yet, so maybe OG's out of the woods for now.
And now that Lons Esports have made their move, already getting 3 kills, 5 kills to their name, Neon is also doing it for their team as well as they get a few kills and just a few confirmations. Cloud right here from the side of TPS Esports tries to find them, but he will go down. He gets punished right there. Aku will try to fight back as well, but it seems like Friend Returns just spotted him a little bit early and just straight went for the firing squad. And now TTS Esports tries to fight back as they take down one member from Neon. Another is still looking eagerly for the kill, but using the vehicle to cover. The vehicle just went over him, and now Shafu just went in straight ahead for the aggression and takes one down. But it's just gonna be a game over for their team as the rest of Federal Returns just clean them once and for all. The second team to be eliminated for this match, leaving Neon with the last member. Two members remaining, still trying to leave, and pretty much they're isolated from themselves.
Yes, and so another engagement concept versus Club Leons. And at the distance, there's actually the last person from Neon also trying to get away and disengage from that previous fight. And so Concept, they have their guns out, they have their vehicles out, they're trying to see if they can get a better location to try to approach this engagement. So far, doing quite well. They do have now three eliminations to their name, all by Fush Sands. And so that's a domination on their side. However, Club Leons, they're also finding their engagements, their eliminations. And with that, we just have to wait and see what's gonna happen next. So far, Neon's not doing quite well. Yonko manages to get away and stay alive, but how long will he keep this up? How long can he keep this up? That will be the question that will be answered later on.
For now, 2MS Esports still looking for another safe spot to hide. Currently they're at the number two spot, and if they want to win this one, they have to really look for a lot of engagements. For now, they're just playing it safely. They could be just looking for placement points so that on day number three they could be surprising them with a lot of kill points. A risky play if they would go for that, but in respect, if that's gonna be the path that they're going to, then it's just gonna be a lot of bloodshed tomorrow. For now, all of the other teams still they have their places right here. The last match, the last Erangle match for tonight. It seems like all of these teams right here are just situated just near the hospital, Georgia Pool, shooting range, and it seems like no teams are in Zarki. It's very risky to stay there. For now, the new circle will be situated just near Georgia Pool and hospital, and it does look like half of these teams right here are outside the circle, so they will have to act fast and they'll have to move without being detected by a lot of enemies.
Yeah, and a lot of them are actually prioritizing their engagements. And so whether or not they'll go ahead and go to their rotations doesn't seem to be the case because Club Leons, they find Jumbo Fen from a distance. And so that would be a down on their side. On the side of Fen returns, the Club Leons isn't done just yet. They have their crosshairs out. They're trying to see if they can connect some bullets. But so far, they're not finding the damage that they need. However, Fen returns, they're also out for the revenge kill. And so far, those bullets aren't connecting just yet. They're not taking anyone down from Club Leons just yet. Everyone is still positioned quite well. Fen returns trying to see if they can get that revenge kill against Jumbo Fen, but so far they're not finding the damage that they need just yet. However, White does find Sati all of a sudden, and so that's one knock on the side of Fen returns.
Back here into the action with Zeron still looking for a safe play, a safe place right here. But it seems like Club Leons just spotted them and just going in for the shots right there. I don't know what he was shooting at, but I guess they do have recognized a threat now that they have to dispose of for them to get a lot of points. 3 points to their name, still a lot of teams, and probably another one of those games where you're just gonna be focusing on placement points because there are just a lot of teams alive for stage number three, and it's still a very small circle, but still, I guess it's one of those games that you have to prioritize the placement points rather than just get a lot of kills because that's just gonna be very risky. But once again, for Lon, still with 5 points to their name, very very good. All of them pretty much alive. Zeron is also making a name for themselves right here. They took one down, just waiting to confirm the kill. Madara going in for a couple of sprays, hoping to catch them, but they won't just yet. Probably take a lot of time for this match to end. But for now, looking at the other teams right here, Neon with 3 points, but the last member remaining for their team. Fan returns with three as well. And um, I really respect that most of the teams that are getting a lot of points right now are those at the bottom half, and the ones at the top are the ones that are just playing it for carefully, playing it for placement points. So if they really maintain that kind of momentum, that kind of tempo, then it they could actually be surpassed by all of these teams right here in the bottom half. For now, once again, back to tranquility. It does look like they're getting a lot of kills and adding a lot of points to their name. Still, 2 points for the team. Not really much, but for a team number of just for a team size of like all at least 10, that's something that you can look forward to for tranquility.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's honest work. But still, we're racking up a lot of points. And as you said a while ago, some of these top teams are playing it quite safe. And it's working out for them for now, maybe in the short run. But in the long run, eventually, some of these teams at the bottom half of the table, they could eventually catch up and potentially just knock them out of the rankings. And so they definitely cannot be complacent. They have to go aggressive despite already clinching the top rankings on the leaderboards. And so that's exactly what the likes of Gomez must be doing. They might not have the opportunity to run into an engagement just yet. Maybe that's why they don't have any eliminations just yet. But that just means they have enough resources to go on the aggressive later on in the late game. That goes the same with Concept, although they lost two members And so, they have the numbers at disadvantage, especially if they decide to go against too easy over there at the distance. And so, what will King do? That'll be the question for tonight. Because too easy is just lining themselves up, pretty much giving themselves off to Concept. However, if Concept just tries something, that's gonna be, they're gonna be giving away their location. But however, Neon's Yonko, once again, the last person standing on their team, is in trouble. He's getting surrounded by Club Leons, and this looks like the end of Yonko, and that would be the end of Neon for this map.
And now three teams have been eliminated in a span of 17 minutes and almost 30 seconds into the game. A very slow burn for this game for Erangle. And um, it's surprising for me. It's very surprising that all of these teams are playing it very carefully. Still, we've been seeing a lot of kills in the kill feed right now with Club Leons getting kills to their team. Still, a very surprising way for to see like this that day two is actually about gathering a lot of points, and could be seeing someone who could reach the 100 point mark in just a few games. But right now, it does look like all of these teams right now are just playing here for the placement points and will be focusing on that. Eh, on the other hand, the teams at the bottom half, though, they will be prioritizing on kill points. So if again, as I've said a while ago, if they continue to do that, then they can just get surpassed easily. Now back into the action, Velocity 9 getting eliminated, and we've been seeing a lot of kills in the kill feed, especially with Club Leons. But still, 7 points from Lons is also pretty massive. It could be keeping a spot or could be surpassing a few teams. For now, Tranquility will also find a few kills to their team, and that would be an elimination for the side of Zeron. And now just claiming the fruits of their labor as they just clearly wipe them out, and the rest of these teams, the rest of these members are pretty much alive at this point.
Yeah, and now we can see LHC also has a potential engagement against Club Leons, and so Goat tries to get into position. White is out in the open. Goat could potentially pick him off, but so far he can't find the bullets to connect against Club Leons, and so Goat will have to turn their attention towards Tranquility on the side. And so lots of things happening. Too easy. Pacific 69 does go down. However, he has the opportunity to get back up later on. So 2MS at the distance, both of them out in the open in the high ground. And so this would be no, pretty much equal grounds, quite literally, but too easy over here. They do need to revive two players, getting bombarded by a bunch of throw balls. So not looking good for too easy, especially for Chubby going down as well. So Bucko is the last person standing, and they are already half health. Actually, just one more damage, that would have been the end of Too Easy. And with that last shot from Lons Esports, that'll be the end for Too Easy. However, it's not done just yet. Shava goes down. Yeesh comes in with their vehicle, and they have to go against Lons Esports and 2MS over here. And so Thugs trying to bombard the area. Shava quite low on health. He's gonna get finished off sooner or later, and Thugs is going in for the aggressive, and his teammates are just right behind him, ready to support. And so, what would be the end of Lons Esports? So far, they're not fighting back. They're not throwing any throwables. And to MS, they have all the time in the world and all the resources in the world to go on the aggressive. And so, throwables coming in, it seems that they have stopped for now. They're trying to realign and re-strategize. And so, that's exactly what's happening right now.
And 2MS Esports looking for more kills right here, especially points to their team for now. Thugs right here, already catching one and will probably confirm the kill, but Fed returns will claim the number 8 spot for this match. Once again, the last match for Erangle, and another team that we have to look forward to is also Lons with 11 eliminations, and right now I think they're just aiming for a chicken dinner. The rest of these teams, however, with Club Leon still going into the top to get some kills to their team. Lons still not enough, saying not enough, and would actually go for more points. Tranquility also getting a lot of points for their team as they try to fight back from the top teams that are at the top. And right now, OG will take the number 7 spot. Once again, Lon still making it out of here alive. 2MS as well, and Tranquility But here, Lon Shava spots one from 2MS, gets one down, another point to their name once again. And 2MS Esports already recognized this one and they have to move out, especially if 2MS Esports will be ready for the hunt.
Lawrence Esports is on fire on these past few matches. They're trying to catch up, but Tranquility over here says, Shava, this is enough. This is quite enough coming in from you. You already had your glory. Already have 4 eliminations to their name. And so that would be the end of Shava by the hands of Tranquility. However, Lawrence Esports, they have to make a move on. They have to move forward because they're getting eaten up by a stage 6 circles. And with that, the ice actually goes down. But however, they don't have much choice. Tranquility is gatekeeping the area, and so that'll be the end of Lons Esports. Better yet, going down to the circle rather than to Tranquility. And so that's what exactly Naji has done. And so we're down to 3 teams. This would be between Tranquility, 2MS, and Leons. And so 2MS, they start off with a bunch of throwables. Leons is in trouble. They are on the lower ground, and so Cloaksy all the while so easy, just putting all those bullets against the white. And so Jaguar, the last hope for their team. What can they do at this point? Jaguar tries to get that revive, risks it all, and so that would be a finisher if ever those grenades will hit. And so White actually gets finished off. Jaguar half health. And so Cloaksy is just waiting to see if Jaguar will show themselves. And then eventually, this would be the end of Club Leons if ever that happens.
And back into the action once again. Tranquility looking pretty good for their team with 11 eliminations as well. And 3 members pretty much alive. 2MS and Leons with the last member for their team. It's just going to be up to them to hopefully get this chicken dinner. Location wise, 2MS Esports looking pretty good. Club Leons throws that grenade, but he goes down. He gets eliminated right there once again. And it's just going to be up to this RGC Tranquility versus Leon's. 2MS Esports will get the number 3 spot right there, and Ventity is still looking for a way to actually chase them down. But 3 members isn't just gonna cut it, and that would mark another winner chicken dinner for the side of RGC Tranquility.
Once again, congratulations to Tranquility for bagging this winner chicken dinner with a total eliminations of 13. I'm pretty sure Ivan Titi had at least 7. That was the last time I saw their statistics. It's just amazing amount of points, and they shoot themselves up all the way to number 4 in the rankings. And of course, with just this match alone, plus the chicken dinner placement points, that's 23 whole points from one game. Total damage of 2,000. And so these are their individual teams. That's once again, I said Ivan Titi had 7 eliminations to their name, and Titan having 2, Honey having 4. And look at the damage, the amount of damage each of these members dealt during this match. And so that's no wonder. That's no wonder they came out on top. And in the end, they even had 3 people still surviving on their roster. So once again, that was match number 10. These are your match summary statistics. Of course, lots of eliminations. Unfortunately, no vehicle eliminations to be had for now.
Mm-hmm. 6,000 total healing for this match. And really, for the summary for all of the Erangle games that we had today, it was really just focused more on how placement points. They were really trying their best to do that, especially during the early stages of the game. A lot of them just gets eliminated, and only a few member will remain, and hoping to get that down. But still, that's what really gave a lot of disadvantage to those players that are staying in the top. We also give a lot of credit for all those the top teams that are at the bottom, because they have been trying their best to get a lot of kills, even though it would risk them getting defeated. But still, even then, they managed to stay alive and still with a lot of kills to their name. And if they do keep that up, they can surpass a lot of teams. For now, once again, congratulations to Tranquility for bagging 23 points, and probably the first match that actually got more than 20 points for today, for their winner chicken dinner. The rest getting 16, mere 20. It wasn't really just enough. For now, Tranquility, it's going to be very impactful for their team as they place towards the number 4th spot.
And yes, good game. It's a very good game on the side of Tranquility and Lons Esports, each bagging 13 whole eliminations each team. Unfortunately, for the second half of the table, a lot of them walks away with 0 to just 1 point for their team. So it's not looking good, especially if they're looking at their own overall rankings. But look at here at the top three. They're only a few points away. They already surpassed rather the 80 point mark. However, Lons Esports at number three is only 4 points away from surpassing NG with 84 points. And so lots of things can happen, especially since we have 8 more maps to go on this grand finals. And so this is what we're saying, those teams that are trying to play it safe, trying to play it for placement points, they can't just keep going on the complacent side. They have to step up and try to go on the aggressive if they want to defend their rankings and their leaderboards.
And there we have the second page of the overall rankings as well. The rest of them are already starting to get through the 50 point mark and around 40 plus. It really gave them a lot of points, especially from all those killings a while ago and for the previous matches. But yeah, once again, they do have a lot of chance. Still, they have to keep this. They have to really prioritize more on the kill points, and probably the placement points will come after before they can have the chance to claim their top spot. But here we have the overall top players. Once again, Angie Zik 66 from Lons will take that with Luzum as well. For now, there we have it. Our four matches for today with each of the teams getting that winner chicken dinner, and Tranquility being the first team for match for today that gets more than 20 points. Later on, you will witness them once again with two matches of Miramar, and that would be very, very enticing to see and very exciting on how they will end and how we will conclude day number two. There will still be a day tomorrow to finally stay into their top spot. But yeah, anyways, your shout casters once again. I'm Mike, and with me is Annie. We will see you for match number 11 later.
once again, we are back to the Maldives Championship Contender Series, Season 4, in fact, and we'll be going straight on to our first Miramar match rather of the night. We can see the flight path going in, quite biased towards the western side, and already that circle's closing in on the southern side of our Miramar map. It'll be closing into Los Leones and everywhere else on the south part of this map. And so lots of choices for these players, for these teams to go about their day. And so this will be the first Miramar map. You're gonna test the waters, however, they can't be complacent. As I said a while ago, they definitely can't be complacent. Once again, we are your casters. Tonight with me would be Mike. Mike, what do you think so far of this map?
Thank you so much for that, Annie. And here we have right here the circle is at the southern part, so we a lot of room to breathe for all of these teams. However, there are still teams that are outside of the circle, which is it's still gonna be the beginning of the stages. But we do see a lot of kills right now. Two MS spots one, hoping the shots will connect. But for the side of concept, it does seem like they found a kill right there with their knife. 3x 110, very low enough, just one more damage before he goes down. Still, the rest of the teammates will help him down, especially to the looting stage of the game. But the rest of the teams right here, they will probably just wait for the looting parts of the game before they can go for the hunt.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things you should be looking out for. Just waiting for the right moment to strike, especially here. We can see actually 15 teams and 56 players left remaining. And so V9, one of their players is quite low on health, and there's some teams that came in perhaps with only 3 members when they went into the lobby. And so, they're gonna have to live with that for now because we're starting the game, we're going in, and it seems that everyone's in the looting phase. Everyone's just trying to get control over the locations where they dropped into. They're trying to get as much resources as possible. And in order to, prepare for any future engagements. So that's what they're going to be doing next. They're going to prioritize getting those vehicles, especially because this is Miramar. It's quite a huge map and there's not much foliage, not much trees, so you'll have to depend on a lot of the buildings. And so that's exactly what people are doing right now. We're entering a little bit of the quiet part of Miramar, and so we'll just have to keep on waiting until two squads eventually engage against each other.
The circle was really giving them a lot of room to breathe. A lot of players just really stayed in their buildings, went for looting, and it's as early as 4 minutes into the game. We can't really expect a lot of engagements. So right now we're just actually just seeing them just gearing up, looting up, especially being the last two matches for this day before we head on to the final day, the judgment day tomorrow. So with that in mind, for Fen Return, still they're doing their best to be a part of the top half of the scoreboard, but it does look like the other teams right here are already securing their spots. NG still with at 1, 2 MS leading currently with the second place. Lons going into the third, and Tranquility from seventh place down to spot number four, which is very very good, especially for Tranquility getting a lot of eliminations and also a lot of placement points from previous match. But for now, once again, 5 minutes into the game, we can't expect a lot of engagement, especially that all of these players have their own places to themselves.
Yeah. So, just looking at the kill feed and the map as well, it seems that we won't be seeing any engagements anytime soon. So, everyone's just taking their place in Miramar. They're trying to secure some locations. And surely, after 5 minutes, a lot of these teams probably have enough resources. And if they don't, they can always get some cars and rotate into another area and try to see if they can have better loot over there. And see, just looking at the leaderboards as well, of course, we can see how these teams are doing so far. And so NG, once again, they are at number 1, but 2MS is only behind by 3 points. And so there's a huge possibility that they can get overtaken, especially if they become complacent or maybe they get picked off quite early on. But over here, Neon, I think they're quite nearby concept. And so there could be a potential engagement. But however, I'm pretty sure this one member of Concept just alone over there. So whether or not something happens in that area, that's something we'll find out really soon. But for now, nothing's happening just yet.
Optical gamers on the move right here as they look for possible ways to hunt them down. Still, we can't really expect a lot of action from all of these teams right here. A very, very risky play would be to just go for early engagement. But it does look like from the side of Concept right here, they managed to fight Neon, and we could probably see them live on action. The grenade from Neon will be thrown, hoping to get them down, but no one will go down that easily just yet. Yonko will also help his teammates as well. One member from Neon already down as they try to fight back against Concept right here. Concept also one member down for their team, and they will just probably go to be careful for this one. If they manage to find one, though, they will literally look for an opportunity to kill them, and they do. Bako's already getting spotted with his car, and probably Concept with a grenade already going in for the kill as Bako is already being hunted. He has to look for another opening right here, but while that was happening, seems that Yonko already takes one down for side of Concept, following that one as well with Bako helping the rest of his team right there, and they were just surrounded by Concept. At this point, it's just gonna be a hard win for Concept because especially they only have one member remaining, and Neon is already on the hunt for them.
Yes, and still it's not over. Concept, however, last man standing, and Neon is on the hunt, and so is Brayson, of course. Concept, they couldn't stand a chance, and so that will be a wipe out rather on the hands of Neon, and so Concept will be the first team to go down in this map. And Neon, they have a good start, although they lost Shady. At least they have 4 eliminations to their name already, and it's not even 8 minutes into the game. And so what Neon's gonna do right now, they're gonna, reap the rewards of their victory, and they're gonna go ahead and reset just a little bit before they go ahead and perhaps loot another place, maybe rotate, get into those cars. They have the ability to do just that. So, you know what? This is a good start for Neon so far. And Concept, they will have to probably go ahead and try to get as much points as possible in the 7 more chances that they have left in this grand finals.
Paco on the lookout for the rest of these teams. How while they were looting up, and it's looking good so far. They all of these teams right here, they haven't encountered everyone yet. Only the Concept actually trying their best a while ago to eliminate Neon, but in the end, they were the ones that just get eliminated. Baco was on the move a while ago, and when they were finally distracted by the rest of Neon, then Baco just shows up and just kills them straight ahead. And it just shows that Neon could also be one of those promising teams. But right now, they will probably have to look for a lot of points, a lot of kill points, and placement points for them to catch up to the top five and maybe get themselves a few of those top three spots. But once again, the other teams right here, we can't be expecting a lot of engagement, especially we're still 9 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. So it's also Miramar, the first match of Miramar. They have to, probably a lot of teams would be preparing and just getting to know each other in this map, just to get their hands on and just really maybe look for an opportunity later on. But for now, 9 minutes and 45 seconds into the game, we can't really expect a lot of engagements. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see if any other squads run into each other. It was just unfortunate that Concept ran into Neon, and so with that they saw the end of themselves for this map. But at least they had 2 eliminations, 2 points from that engagement. And so actually I believe that was Club Leon's at a distance, but they're quite far off from Goat 2.0, so I don't think Goat 2.0 will be getting this engagement just yet. And so we're back to the waiting game. Not a lot of information to go about. Fan returns at a distance as well. Whether or not they will run into Goat 2.0, that's something that we'll be finding out really soon. However, Lawns versus a Fen returns. It seems that we have an engagement, and with that, Jumbo Fen's already down, gets finished off as well by the hands of Luzum. And so, Luzum out with their scopes, spots Foosh. However, he turns to Fen as well, Life Fen rather, and so Lifen is shooting at Najee, getting that revenge kill. However, will they be finding the whole elimination of the other team? It seems that Lons is in trouble. Lifen finishes them off, but Luzum is still up in the high ground. And so grenades out. Lifen will be trying to get those grenades in, but however, Luzum has the same idea. They both sidestep. None of that damage is going into either person. And so we're gonna see what's gonna happen next because we can see Fen returns actually their other members rotating into the area, trying to surround Lozom. And so Lozom, all they can really do is try to get a pick off as soon as possible to equalize the ground that they are in because so far this is a 2 versus 1. Not looking good for Lozom for the side of Lons Esports. And so Life is just waiting for the right moment to strike. He can worry about that because the Fush is at a distance to support him. And so we're back to a standstill. Luzum's playing it safe. That goes the same with life, and so we'll just have to wait and see who will engage first in this situation.
Yeah, it would probably take a lot of time for these teams to go for engagement, especially 12 minutes into the game, and there are still 14 teams. And in the previous matches, they were really prioritizing on placement points. So with that, I think for this one as well, they would really be very very careful and not really go for the aggression. For all of these teams right here, Lons, however, with their last member remaining, with Luzum still hoping to get a few of them down before he can go for the cleanup. But yeah, all of these members right here, they'll probably take a lot of time before they can fight back. Still, Lons getting those two kills before left with the last member. Pretty remarkable. The rest of the teams that are getting a lot of points, however, are from the lower bottom parts of the leaderboard. It's gonna be Concept, Neon, and Fan Returns, and also V9. Also, V9 is pretty much alive at this point. We'll just probably wait for other teams to show up before they can make their move. But yeah, the rest of the teams right now, we can't really expect a lot of engagement. I think only engagement that would happen right now is the side of lawns and Fender things.
Yeah, that seems to be the case right now. And still not much progress coming in from Fen Returns and Lawns. Fen, they have the opportunity to go on the aggressive here, but they have to be really careful about it because if Luzum plays their cards right, they can pick off Life and a Foosh from a distance, one after the other. But however, we can see another engagement in some other part of the map. Sherry already down on the side of Go 2.0. However, Levods has the opportunity to go ahead and give that revive to their player. And so, Tranquility at a distance, they have the information that Go 2.0, they're out here somewhere. And so, they're gonna be trying to get some pickoffs. All the while, there's also another engagement, some other part of the map that would be between OG and TTS. And so, we just have to see which of these engagements will happen first because NG and V9 is also at it against each other and CS Lons already has some pick off on their side. So Fush goes down first. Life Fan is still alive and so they have the opportunity to either pick off Luzum or revive Fush. But for that to happen, either of that to happen, he has to walk all the way over there until Luzum is out in the open, very low on health. However, he doesn't get finished off just yet. So Life Fan, you have to go and get him. Luzum manages to heal, and Fush is still needing that revive, but how long can he have left at this point? His health is steadily going down, and Luzum is at a distance trying to find that finisher off, trying to get one more elimination in the bag before eventually his demise, his unavoidable demise in future.
For game over, Velocity 9 still on the loot right there. But in the action a while ago, it seems like Luzum has already taken down one member from the side, of course, of Fen, and now down to the last member of Fen returns. We could be seeing another engagement later on with his team, but for now, looking at the others' perspectives, Velocity 9 still looking pretty good. They didn't really spot another enemy though, so they can't be too much invested on that. For now, Luzum still on the run right here with a little bit of HP, a lot, just half, I guess. Life, however, will probably wait for his head to pop out. The other teams are looking pretty good. We're almost into the 16-minute mark for this game. But yeah, 14 teams still alive. We can't expect a lot of bloodshed later on, especially that most of these teams will prioritize the points. And it does look like Velocity 9 spots an enemy right there. And now Luzum will claim that kill from the side of Fen Returns, and Fen will be the second team to get eliminated.
Yes, that's the second team eliminated, but hands of Lons Esports nonetheless. And I think Lozum was the last person standing, and so he manages to pick Fush and Life one after the other. And so that pretty much solidified his victory in that 2 versus 1. However, how long can he stay this way as a one-man team? Hopefully we can see Lozum in the end potentially getting so much place and points for their team, because so far he's pretty much surviving quite a lot. But over here, Leon's White finds those knocks and eventual elimination of Madara from the side of Zeron. It's so two players left. That'll be one because Butler just got down, and so Thak M9 is the last person standing on the side of Zeron. Clubs Leons, they're not done just yet. White does need that revive. However, they will be a three-man team in just a few seconds, and they will go ahead and hunt down the last member of Zeron once they can. And so, three-man team, they can go on the aggressive. They know there's just one person left on the squad nearby, and so they're gonna wait and see if they can get the right time to strike. However, Go 2.0 over here, Shari is quite low on health, so they must have gone from an engagement a while ago. And so actually, just looking at this mini map, there are four different teams in this one area. One of them's Lons Esports, definitely. And so at the distance, we can see Zeron going against Leons as well. One after the other going down on the side of Leons. Eventually, they get eliminated off with just a snap on the finger. I don't think anyone even went down on the side of the other team. So that was quite unfortunate, but it's not over just yet. Kevin Ho goes down, so Sherry's the last person standing. He could still revive their three members. However, it'll be quite risky because everyone is so out in the open. And so that goes the same with LHC at a distance. And so LHC, they have the opportunity to go ahead and throw that grenade and pretty much finish off Go 2.0.
And there we have it, an elimination. Go 2.0 will go down for this match. They will still have one chance later on, but for the rest of these teams, that would be it. Tranquility, however, they managed to find a kill right there a while ago from the side of the other team that they were engaged a while ago. But for now, back to LHC. It seems like they have spotted the side of 2 Easy Esports. They're on the move right there, but Gold trying his best to dodge those bullets, but he goes down, leaving the last member for 2 Easy Esports with low HP remaining, and that's just gonna be probably the end for 2 Easy Esports if they really go down that way. But for the side of LHC, X will go down, and that's gonna be a team elimination right there. TTS Esports will claim that kill, ending LHC. And now 2 Easy on the move as well. It does look like they have a lot of kills to their name. Neon also trying to fight back right here. Still, 2MS Esports spots TTS Esports once again, and they will probably go for the engagement. But for now, it's gonna be Miramar, just a lot of mountain ranges. They're just gonna take their time right here. Especially that we're now the 19-minute mark and 10 teams remaining. Most of them, I think around 5 teams of them actually left with the last member remaining, and it's just gonna be a safe play from now on for these teams.
Yeah, and that definitely seems to be the case. But for now, TTS and 2MS not over them just yet. Thugs goes down, gets knocked out. However, that would be a complete elimination on the side of Thugs. And speaking of complete elimination, seems that Luzum will be going down the side of Lons Esports along with his whole squad. And so we'll be seeing them in the next map. However, it's not over for 2MS and TTS. Grenades coming in from Lazy, definitely not lazy on that part. And with that, those grenades bumps and jumps and still doesn't find the damage that they need on the side of 2MS. And so TTS manages to get away. Whether or not they'll be completely disengaging from the fight, that might not be the case. Cloaksy does not know that there's no one there anymore, but however, it doesn't stop him from trying anyway, to trying to get some damage in the bag. And so they get wind on what's happening now. They're gonna go and rotate, try to see if they can get a better angle against TTS, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. 2MS, they do have the high ground, and so there's a chance that they'll have a little bit more advantage over TTS, and so TTS Shafu actually goes down. That's a complete elimination. But however, too easy. Speaking of complete elimination from a distance, they also don't have a lot of luck. That goes the same with Zeron as well. One after the other, these teams are going down, and we're still 20 minutes into the game. We're already down to 6 teams, 15 players. What's happening? It's way too early for this.
Very surprising turn of events for actually to end this probably a little bit early. Already 21 minutes into the game and still six teams alive, and actually only three of them pretty much alive with three or all of the members pretty much intact. But yeah, the rest of these teams still trying to fight back with a few members to their team. Tranquility looking good. Two eliminations to their name. They will probably look for a placement point right here. TTS Esports a little bit isolated from each other, and yeah, there we have it. From TTS, they're pretty much far, but two members remaining on their team. Neon with the last member that's gonna be Yonko, just gonna be waiting for the placement points. Velocity 9 as well with the last member remaining. 2MS, Tranquility, and NG pretty much alive at this point. Tranquility, they do have their spot all to themselves. They can use that later on. They can utilize that to spot some enemies. For now, once again, six teams remaining and almost to the 22-minute mark.
Yeah, and lots of things gonna happen soon. Tranquility going into the area of TTS, trying to see if they can find that engagement. However, over here, Yonko a while ago actually finds another engagement, finds an elimination. In fact, despite being the last person standing, however, TTS is not looking good for them. One after the other, they're going down. And Lazy over here, speaking of going down, they need that revive. And so, actually, that was the complete elimination of TTS. They were quite low on health, and that was a finisher on their side. However, it's not over just yet. 2MS, they have the crosshairs out, trying to see if they can find a pick off. And pick off, I mean, Neon goes down as well. Now we're down to 4 teams. 9 people left remaining standing in this map. So everyone's just trying to play it safe. Tranquility is losing one member after the other for different teams. And so that will be the end as well for them. Now we're down to 6 players left. NG with 3 players, 2MS with 2, and V9. Their last member standing, still surviving even until now. They managed to get the placement points that everyone also vies for.
Now Vacox and the rest of 2MS Esports still with the last teammate as well, keeping pretty much staying their best to be alive right here, and NG looking pretty good with 7 eliminations to their name and 3 members still pretty much intact, and Velocity 9 with the last member standing just gonna go for the placement point right here, waiting for NG and 2MS to fight back and before he could go for the cleanup, but Closey getting spotted right there from Sanfi and goes for the shot, leaving of course with low HP remaining. The smokes goes in, and you know the damage as well. It will follow through, but right now Velocity 9 still holding pretty much at this point inside the house, and would probably try to fight back with a smoke right there just to cover his tracks. But once again, NG could be looking for him, and while 2MS are just hiding away from them. He spots one from Velocity 9. He spots one from 2MS Esports. He goes for the kill, goes for the down, and just waits for the confirmation right there. Takes one down and just gonna be up to the last member of 2MS to fight it back right here. And Velocity 9. And it does look like 2MS getting eliminated first before Velocity 9. It's just gonna be up to the last 3 members to kill Velocity 9. And they did claim the winner chicken dinner. Once again, SDMZ, the new generation, will claim this chicken dinner.
And our top one on the leaderboards to make themselves known. Their presence is back with 20 match points. And of course, they managed to defend their number one rank. And with that, they crossed the 3-digit mark with 104 whole points. And with that one match, they managed to rack up 10 whole eliminations all to themselves. And of course, these are the team stats. We can see that Zeke66 once again telling us exactly why he keeps popping up in the top players with 5 whole eliminations to his name and 492 damage. Of course, Aman over here with 539 damage and 2 eliminations, and of course, Vasanti with a 400 plus eliminations as well. And so this is good for NG. They managed to defend their rankings. They managed to stay at the top, and they even have 104 points in total so far in this grand finals, and it's only gonna go up from there on.
And yeah, with Yonko as your MVP from the side of Neon, which is one of those teams at the bottom half, but it does look like they're looking for ways to actually rack up points. And yeah, there we have it. Match number 11 would end with another top players right here, to be followed with Zeke 66 from SDM's New Generation once again, and to be followed from Luzum on the side of Lons, and also Vasanti from the side of New Generation once again, and of course Velocity 9 ending that one, taking the number 5 spot for match number 11 top players. Here we have the match rankings for this match. Once again, New Generation racking up 20 kills to their team and would probably even widen the gap from here. To be followed as well with 2MS grabbing that 10 points to their team, and to be followed with Neon with 10, and the rest goes on with a single digit.
Yeah. Lots of these teams, of course, they got a decent amount of points, but will it be enough to place themselves up in the top of the leaderboards? Because that's gonna be what matters the most, especially considering the prize pool and also qualifying for the later LAN event. So this is the overall ranking so far, and so of course NG is the only team so far that managed to cross the three-digit mark. PUMS Esports a little bit far off, but not as far as you'd expect. So to MS, they still have a chance to overtake NG. However, if NG rides on this momentum, they can, of course, widen the gap between the two of these teams. And so Lons Esports still at third with 84 points. Tranquility, however, is only 2 points away with 82 points. And LHC also has a chance to actually overtake any of these teams. And so far, 50 on the 50 point mark, they're a little bit far away from NG, but still, if they do well, especially in the coming matches, maybe they have a chance. But so far, all of these teams, they gotta work extra hard. They gotta go on the aggressive if they want a chance to overtake the top teams.
And with that in mind, there we have it. One more match later on before we proceed, of course, to day number 3, which will be tomorrow. And there we have it. Still, overall, these are your top players. That's going to be Luzum taking up the second spot right there from Lons. Zeke 66 still maintaining that number 1 spot from the side of New Generation, to be followed by Titan from Tranquility, number 3. Number 4 going to Clar from TTS Esports, and number 5 with Bum Bum from Go 2.0. For Go 2.0, pretty much they have a lot of points and a lot of effort they have to do in order for them to catch up to the top 5 spots of the leaderboard, and could probably be aiming for their spot tomorrow. But yeah, there we have it. One more match. It's gonna be coming up later, and looking at the winners right now, it does look like it is kind of equally divided between these teams. But yeah, once again, we'll be seeing you later on for the last match for today. We are Shotcasters once again. I am Mike and Annie. Bye bye.
Once again, we are now back, of course, to the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 4, the second day. We are gonna be witnessing match number 12 for this day before we move on to to day number 3 tomorrow. Here, Shoutcasters, once again, I'm Mike, and with me is Annie. Now, Annie, what's up?
It was pretty good. This is our last match for tonight, and so after this match, they'll only have tomorrow to catch up to these points. They'll only have six more chances after this map, and so maybe there's a lot of pressure coming in, especially if they don't manage to get enough points to have a chance to get into the top teams. And so once again, we are going into our very last match for tonight, and that flight path is gonna go from Campo Militar all the way down to the prison in the complete corners actually of this Miramar map. And so having this map quite beautifully, lots of these teams will have all the place in this Miramar map, kind of go and choose where to land. So El Pozo, Los Leones, they're kind of like the same chances of being able to land in. So these teams, they have a lot of choices. So we'll just have to wait and see if any of these teams would land in the same area and potentially have an early game engagement.
And it does look a bit, probably a lot of room for all of these teams to spread out, especially that the map is evenly divided just on the diagonal side. But yeah, I mean, okay. The circle was again at the bottom part of Miramar. This will still give them a lot of room for them to breathe, just really land and just loot up, gear up before they can move to the main circle later on. But yeah, aside from that, they all have chances for this one. You could probably see a little bit of a longer game for this match.
Yeah, I mean, this is Miramar. Of course, you can expect that this game is gonna be long, except for that previous game. For some reason, it ended just slightly earlier than you'd expect for a Miramar map. But since we can see some early game engagements against 2MS and LHC, we might be seeing something happening real soon. And so the first blood does go to Vaco from 2MS. And it's not over just yet. Concept and Leons, they're also at it against each other. And so 2MS, they're not over. They're not done with LHC just yet. They want another kill. And so Thugs gets traded off for another member of the side of LHC. And so we're just gonna wait and see. We're just gonna wait and see who will get picked off next. Because so far, this is a 1-for-1 trade on the side of 2MS and LHC. And so far, we saw a while ago, Concept also has their own engagement against Leons. And so, with that, 3x 110 also goes down. Vaco finds another knock against LHC's GOAT. And so Vaco's on a hunt once again. Not much ammo, still making the use out of this opportunity to try to bag as much eliminations as possible from this situation.
And yeah, there we have it. The rest of these teams still looking for a lot of kills. 2MS Esports just really carefully in this beam right now as the members are showing up to the party. Still, TTS LHC are could be seeing a lot of engagements from them, but with backups from 2MS Esports, you will be playing this one very carefully. On the off-screen kill, however, we do see Concept getting a lot of kills from the side of Club Leons. I'm waiting for the confirmation, especially one of their members. That's gonna be one last member for the team from Club Leons could be eliminated for now. And there we have it. Concept once again hunting them down. He shows up, but it was just too late as he just gets taken down, and that would be a team elimination from the side of Club Leons in eliminating Concept.
You can see Jaguar racked up all the kills against Concept. However, he's gonna be the last person standing for the rest of the game. It's only been less than 4 minutes. And so, Jaguar, he's gonna have to, figure this out. And so, speaking of which, 2MS, they're still not done with LHC. And so, LHC's at a distance. Cloaksy is on the lower part of this elevation. And so, LHC's X, they have the high ground. However, still 2MS. This is still 3 versus 3, so it's still on equal footing more or less. Toxie is just waiting for the right moment to strike. He's saying, if you peek, you're dead to me. And so LHC's X, They're biding their time as well. They have a high ground, so they could pick off 2MS from a distance. However, that goes the same with 2MS. They are on the top of the building, and LHC is lurking about on the bottom part. And still, for these two teams, they don't have the opportunity to go ahead and loot the place up because they're on pressure right now. They know there's another squad nearby, and if they take a wrong step, just one wrong step, they could potentially get picked off. And so they're just both biding their time, waiting for the right moment to strike. Loxi slowly trying to go in and close the distance. LHC, they peek, and Loxi tries to get those sprays on 1 versus 1, but Loxi loses that. LHC with only half of their health, and so that's a finisher. And that is actually the end of 2MS. Just like that.
And yeah, there we have it. The second team to be eliminated, LHC, will just claim their loot once again as they move to another safer spot, especially that it's still early. 5 minutes and almost 30 seconds into the game. They will probably go for the looting stages of the game, especially all the place is already just all to themselves at this point. The other teams, however, looking pretty good. NG currently holding the number one spot with 104 points to their name, and still to be followed with Lons that are currently alive right now. Three members alive from the team. Tranquility following that up with all of their members still alive. But yeah, we don't really see some of the teams that are getting a lot of kills except for LHC.
Looking at leaderboards, that's definitely the case. LHC, they do have 4 eliminations. And Leons, they also have 4 eliminations. However, they're not doing well in terms of numbers. And so, looking better for the side of LHC. They did lose a one player. Still, they can work with that. They can definitely work with that. And so, for everyone else, it doesn't seem that they have run into anyone just yet. And so they'll have to keep on waiting and waiting and seeing if they'll eventually run into another engagement later on. But so far, the kill feed says not really. Nothing's happening just yet.
hmm And yeah, while that was happening, all of these teams still waiting for their just going into another locations to secure those spots. The, I mean, most of the people right now in this match would be very, very careful, especially that this is just gonna be the last match for day number two. Whatever the results would be for these teams, for tomorrow, that's just gonna set a lot of motion that they have to keep their spot or they have to give it to another team. It's just gonna be that. For those that are at the bottom half, then it's just gonna be their last chance today to actually get a lot of kills before we move on to day number three, which still could be their what they could do best is just to wait for to be part of the top five. But yeah, once again, 7 minutes and almost 30 seconds into the game. We can't expect a lot of engagement yet, though the shots are connecting right here, but we can't really expect a lot of eliminations for now.
Yeah, in game over Velocity 9, they are elevated. However, Fen Returns has spotted them. And so they have the cars to go and try to reposition. So far, it doesn't seem to be the case. Velocity 9's not giving this position up. And so they're trying to get some long distance shots in the way. But however, Playboy's getting shot at! Almost goes down by the hands of Loz's Luzum from a distance. So there was another squad nearby and they spotted Velocity 9. So this is definitely not a safe place for them. Playboy doesn't need to get revived. They have that opportunity. All Playboy needs to do is just go to a safer spot and then wait for another player to go ahead and give them that revive. So that's exactly what happened. And so they have to think about repositioning because now we also goes down. At least it's not a complete finisher just yet, but this is not a safe place for Velocity 9 to be in. They're gonna get picked off sooner or later.
And with that in mind, the rest of Velocity 9 still waiting for the perfect opportunity right here. They do have a lot of loot, the area all to themselves, and just really going in for the loot right here. Still, once again, looking for potential enemies to hunt them down, but would probably leave them at a little bit of a disadvantage. Still, the side of Lawns Esports as well, looking for another area to stay, but especially that they have the threat right here. And with that, two members from Lawns will go down and being hunted right now by optical gamers, as at this point they will have to be revived luckily they fell nearby a house, nearby this warehouse right here. They can actually go for some revive from their teammates. But yeah, pretty much that's it for these teams right here. Three members pretty much alive, while Optical Gamers is on the move trying to pin them down and surround them before they can go for the kill.
Optical Gamers is not over for Lons Esports just yet, but Nano goes down, gets sprayed on, and Najee gets that revenge kill against Lons Esports. And so Optical Gamers, they're still not done just yet. Abby over here trying to bombard their area with some grenades. So far, they're not finding the damage that they need, and so all the while we're seeing right now, this is engagement between Optical Gamers and Lons Esports.
And yeah, exactly. For Optical Gamers right here, looking for a way to kill. I think they're also on the hunt for V9, but with Abby right here getting spotted, the shots going in, hoping to get him down. It will not be enough. They'll get to live another few moments of their time right here. Velocity 9 still on the move and actually on the hunt for Optical Gamers, and they're slowly surrounding him. But yeah, the rest of the members once again trying to fight back here. Looking at the status of other members, Go 2.0 with the last member remaining, LHC with 4 points to their name, and three teammates alive as well. Club Leons with 4 points and last member remaining, and the list goes on and on. Concept going down with 3 points, and Neon with 3 points. All of them pretty much alive at this point. Once again, we could be seeing a lot of potential from these teams, especially from these at the top half. Could be aiming for another, maybe some teams would actually surpass another team at this point.
Yeah, that's something we'll find out sooner or later because there are 13 teams left, 41 players standing. And so, for the teams that are still up in the running, they'll have to do their best and try to bag as many eliminations as possible. And perhaps get those placement points as well because this is their last chance for day number 2. Of course, there's still tomorrow. There's still 6 maps tomorrow. And so they still have some chances left. But still, it doesn't hurt to try and get as much points as possible as early as now. And so that's exactly what people should be doing right now. Everyone's just resetting, everyone's just repositioning. And of course, we can see V9, they're not done yet with OG, and with that last shot. It was the last nail in the coffin for OG. And so that will be the end of them for today.
And yes, exactly. Velocity 9 still looking for ways. The shots going in through the smoke, hoping to get one of them, but they won't just yet. Lons pretty much alive at this point, hoping to fight Velocity 9 right here, but they're both in the danger zone. One of them has to move out, and I think that's gonna be Lons Esports. TTS Esports on the other hand, pretty much wounded, and yeah, they're slowly reviving their teammates right here. And the rest of these teams pretty much alive. 12 minutes on almost 45 seconds into the game. We can't really expect a lot of engagements, but we'd probably see a lot of exchange from all of these teams. The bullets go in, the grenades go in, but not I don't know. It's just not going to be a major a disadvantage for all of them. There's just a lot of downs, hoping to get them elimination points. But yeah, at this point, it will take a lot of time for a team elimination.
And over here, you can see NG is trying to defend their title, defend their rank against TTS Esports. And so far, they're not finding the luck. They're getting bombarded. But TTS Smokey gets smoked up. They do get knocked down by that grenade. And so, one after the other, we can see trades coming in. Cloud also going down, gets finished off as well by the hands of NG. And so, with that, there's a lot of things happening within this building. And so, TTS Aku's outside, trying to see if they can get this angle, try to put a grenade against the side of NG. But however, that would be NG would be at the lower part of the floor, and so with that, actually in some other part of the map, it was Fen Returns versus Tranquility with the victory of Tranquility and Defense End. But so far, we're not done with NG and TTS just yet, and so Zeke 66 spots Aku behind that hay bale. And he's trying to get some grenades in, trying to see if they can get the damage. Aku moves away just in time, but that forces him to go out into the open. So Zeke 66 is just gonna try to find the same strategy. And Aku, what can you do? You're forced to move, and Aku takes so much damage, gets knocked down. And so all they have to do, all TTS has to do now is get that finisher. Rather, NG, all the NG has to do is get that finisher. Ah, but Chafu is in the distance. 1 versus 1 versus Vasanti. And Vasanti wins that. And with that, that's actually the end of TTS by the hands of NG, our number one ranking team for so far, rather, in this grand finals.
And definitely almost 15 minutes into the game, and it does look like new generation right now are looking good, especially with two members still pretty much alive. But for 4 points already up to their name, they could go for a place in points later on. But it's looking kind of 50-50 for them, especially that they only got two members remaining. All of these teams, however, are on the move. The last 10 teams, in 15 minutes, that's actually surprising, for a Miramar match, and comparing it to the previous matches, which ended like 15 minutes into the game, nothing much has happened. But yeah, once again, we do see a lot of kills right there off screen. Velocity 9 finds two, hoping for that confirmation kill right there, and LHC will be left with last member remaining, trying to fight back right here, and for Velocity 9 looking for potential enemies before they will confirm that kill. And there we have it. Once again, LHC on the move, still with the last member remaining, and the rest of Velocity 9 confirming those skills. And yeah, all of these teams pretty much alive at this point, but so far, three teams are heavily wounded with just one member remaining and will probably play very safely later on. Also, for new generation, two members pretty much alive, so we will prioritize on that one to get some placement points.
And V9 trying to move in, trying to get into safety, but however, Too Easy will be there to go and gatekeep that area, and so V9 suffers to that. However, Too Easy not done just yet. They only have one elimination so far, and there's V9, the whole squad walking about the TPP. Almost gets run over. However, Boko 69 disembarks, gets that elimination in the bag. That's two so far. Too Easy manages to gatekeep that area. However, V9, they know, the two last members, they know that they're not gonna be safe in that area, but Too Easy, they're trying to give that chase. Playboy, it takes a lot of damage, is down to less than half. However, Boko 69 says, I'm gonna hunt you down, and he has a grenade in hand, and with that, arcs all the way to Playboy. Will he take damage? It doesn't seem to be the case. He takes a little bit of damage. He takes some chip damage. However, he still has the car, but it's smoking. So he's gonna have to get off of there if he doesn't want to get shot down. Almost loses their life, but they manage to get away. So V9, they'll have to rethink what they're gonna do at this point. Now they're out of the woods. For now, they can go ahead and reset in this area, but NG is also nearby. Zeke66 is just waiting for his next elimination.
And yeah, there we have it. Still 17 minutes into the game, 30 seconds. Playboy will go down, will need their help from the last member standing. That's gonna be now. Still on the lookout right here with the shotgun, just waiting for another enemy to pop out before he can make sure that everything is safe, and will probably go for the revive. He goes out, he gets spotted, and he goes down. NG will take another team down. That's gonna be Velocity 9 now. 9 teams remaining, and we are at the 18-minute mark.
Yeah, and so lots of things happening for now. NG, they do have 6 eliminations to their name, but they're only down 2 players left, and so all they can really do is kind of hope that the circle will continue to favor their area, and so that circle is gonna close in to Easy Esports. They only have 2 kills so far, but they managed to secure a pretty good spot. But how long can they hold out in that area? Over here, Clubs Leon's Jaguars still alive, and we have 9 teams left standing. So there's a good chance if he continues on to be blessed by that circle, he could potentially bag some placement points from this situation. But over here, Lawns, only 1 kill so far, but they're trying to find some more. They're going on a hunt, but they are out in the open. And so if they initiate an engagement, they might be in trouble. They won't be at an advantage, especially in terms of positioning. But over here, Neon, they're trying to bombard this area. I don't think there's anyone there, but however, still doesn't hurt to try and take control of the area over here. Goat, no points just yet. There's only one player left. Shari getting bombarded by Neon from a distance. And so Neon, they have three eliminations so far, and they're trying to find their fourth. Crosshairs out, but so far they're not finding that next elimination just yet.
And now back to Lawns Esports, still looking for potential enemies. One of the members from their enemies already down, just waiting for the last member to show up before they can take them down. And while NG was making their move, it does look like the side of Lawns Esports, they're doing it for themselves once again. And there we have it, another elimination, another another just like enemies are just dropping and just like flies right there. And there we have it, LHC being eliminated now down to the last 8 teams. Still 20 minutes into the game, looking pretty good. Tranquility fights two right here, goes with a spray, fights one, hoping to find the other one, but the smoke goes in, covering their tracks, and that would give them a lot of time to fight back. But while it was happening, Go 2.0 will go down. Now down to the last 7 teams. We are nearing to the end of day two, and there it's just gonna be a lot of bloodshed from here on out. Najee right here from Lons Esports getting hit by that grenade, hoping to respond with a grenade of his own as well. But from the side of Tranquility right here, the grenade is also very much prepared to be thrown. Not aware of that, Najee will have to hide. But while that was what happening, once again, Club Leons will go down. Honey right here, waiting for the head to pop out before he can go for the grenade, and just hiding, using the wall to his advantage while he wasn't hit by that Molotov.
Yeah, and Donnie's in a tight spot. Lons Esports wants that elimination. This is one versus one. However, it's Donnie that's gonna walk away with the last laugh. And with that, that's actually the end of Lons Esports, but hands of Donnie. And so we're down to 5 teams: Tranquility, NG, Neon, Zeron, and 2 Easy, with all 4 members still standing on the ladder. It's so this is gonna be between 2 players, and this is gonna be between 5 teams. And so this is still quite a big circle. This is still stage 6. Not everyone has rotated into the area. As you can see from the minimap, there's a lot of crossfires, especially against the orange team on the northwestern part. So this is gonna be really messy from now on. And crosshairs out. Chubby trying to find a pick off and spots Tranquility in a car. However, NG's over there at the distance. They saw all that gunfire, and so they have some information. They could go ahead and pick off 2 Easy. And speaking of pick off, it's Bako rather that finds 1 kill, 1 down. However, Madara goes down completely. That's 1 elimination, 1 more elimination on the side. 2 Easy trying to find their fourth, trying to get those sprays on against Zeron. So far, that will be a fourth elimination to the side of 2 Easy. That's a domination on the side of Bako. However, Donnie finds their end all the way at the distance. Bako eliminates them, and alongside Tranquility, that will be 4 teams left standing. This would be potentially a 3 with Bako on a roll, trying to get that spray on against Solid. And with that 2 Easy, they might see their end if they don't find a way to reposition sooner or later.
And now down to the last 34 bullets for SDMZ Zeron's last member right here, TH4. Still tries his best to save his bullets for the engagement later on, and would go for a heal up before he can go for a reposition. But yeah, here we have once again Neon's last member versus Zeron's last member versus NG's top 2 members right here versus 2 Easy, which have been looking good for them, that they all have pretty much all the members alive at this point, followed by NG with 2 members still alive, and Zeke66 as well as Vasanti fighting back here. But Vasanti goes down from that grenade right there. Zeke66 hoping to get them down, spots 1 down, he goes in for the shots, another up shows to the party, but he goes down, hoping to get that kill, but that would end the run for SDMZNG for today, as Too Easy have claimed them. For now, Zeron will go down as well, and it's just gonna be up to the last member of Dion. Just gonna be Bako against Too Easy Esports, with both teams having 6 eliminations to their name. Bako spots one, hoping to get him down, but of course he was aware that he was just gonna get lured. The grenade goes in, getting him down, just waiting for that low HP remaining to get him down. But still, he finds one kill from the side of Too Easy. It's just gonna be a 1v2 right here. Goes in to fully heal himself up. Still, a little bit of that health will be needed for him to fight back, but that would be pretty much enough for Bako from the side of Neon. Once again, 1v2 right here. They're playing it very, very carefully at this point.
Yeah, no, actually, Baku's doing quite well against that one finisher against Solid, and so there's no chance that they would be a four-man team anymore. And so too easy. They're trying to get as much people as possible up to get a chance against Baku because so far he's holding out quite well, and Baku taking a risk going out
Oh.
in the open. And with that last bullet, this actually ends their journey, and now this would be too easy for too easy for that winner chicken dinner, the final one in fact for tonight. And so with that, 17 match points, total eliminations of 7, and of course 10 placement points with a total of 73. Of course, that overall ranking, that's something that we'll find out later on. This will be the end of day number 2, and so they had 12 chances so far to bag as many points as possible in this grand finals. And so with that, the team stats for a winner chicken dinner, that would be Chubby with 1, Solid with 0, Pacific 69 with 2, and Boko, however, on a roll with 4 eliminations to his name alone.
And yeah, there we have it. A good way to conclude day number 2 for the grand finals of season 4. Once again, this is match summary, match number 12 right here with 55 eliminations, 54 knockouts, almost 7,000 total healing from this match, 29 assists, and 5 grenade eliminations, and of one vehicle elimination, which we saw a while ago on how it happened, as a new generation trying to fight back from all the remaining 3 members. But one was just able to just swerve him right through with his vehicle, and that was just it. But there we have it, our MVP for match number 12 as well. That's gonna be from RGC Tranquility. That's Don109.
Yeah, Donnie was actually the last person standing in Tranquility and manages to survive for so long and even rack up 7 eliminations all to himself with damage of 739. So that's absolutely great despite the fact that a lot of his teammates got picked off so early on. And so that's number 1 in the top players. Coming in second is Leon's Jaguar. Of course, we saw he was also the last person standing, but still managed to get 6 whole eliminations all by himself. So coming in third is of course is NG Zeke's 66 with 4 eliminations, and so on and so forth. And so number 1 spot, too easy with that winner chicken dinner, 17 points from this match. Coming in second is Neon with 13, Tranquility with 11, NG with 10, Leon's with 7. That goes the same with Zeron as well. Alichi and Lance both with 5, V9 with 4, and of course Concept 3, TTS 2, 2MS, Fan, and GT with 1 each. Unfortunately, OG wasn't so lucky in this match. They don't get any points just yet, but still we have 6 more maps to go for tomorrow. So once again, these are your overall rankings. NG still at the top with 114 points, still the only one with 3 digits to their total points. So Tranquility comes in second, actually moves 2MS all the way to third place with 92 points, just a 1 point gap, but still that's quite substantial. Lons Esports at fourth, still 3 points away from 2MS, and LHC with 81. And so you can see where your favorite team stands and how you're gonna have to go ahead and try to catch up to the top teams tomorrow. They only have 6 chances left. Not so much pressure, but still, they have to go ahead and try to work extra hard tomorrow.
Can I just say something that RGC Tranquility have impressed me for today? From last thing I remembered is they placed on the 7th spot, and now currently they hold the number 2 spot, which is a massive jump for today. And with that, it's just gonna be a lot of teams that will feel a lot of threat from RGC Tranquility as we head on to the Judgment Day tomorrow, which would be probably Tranquility could be, surpassing New Generation or maybe not, who knows. But yeah, we are nearing to that one, and it looks like Tranquility, it was just raging today, and if they keep that momentum tonight, then tomorrow we could see the same trend. And with that, it's safe to say that Tranquility is one of the teams that all of them really respect, and in the end, they could actually manage to get a lot of points for tomorrow. But yeah, there we have it. Your match number 7 to match number 12 with all of these teams performing well. And yeah, for tomorrow we will see you once again for the final and the Judgment Day for Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 4. But for now, we'll be seeing you, of course, in our dreams as we head on. And good night.